Okay, where am I at? Should be here. It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. How we doing today, everybody? Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Little bit of a delayed start today, but I am here. All right. Hey. Yeah, it took me a little second, Elena. I tried so hard. What a banger. Sorry, that song has been in my head after I've been killing it in the Fortnite Festival mode, okay? Really makes you appreciate the instrumentals when you can play different sections of it, alright? Alright? Is Worst Songs albums coming soon? I mean, the best songs of the year list will be coming first. That will be dropping probably not tomorrow, I think Wednesday. I do have it recorded. I've done some of the editing. I don't think it will be fully done by tomorrow, but probably Wednesday. That's going to be going out, and then it will be 10 worst songs of the year right after that, or as soon after that as I can do, and then best albums, and then worst albums. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get them out pretty close together if I can, but the best songs of the year list will be coming soon, and even if I upload it on Wednesday, it'll actually be, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys last time, but it'll be the earliest in December that I have ever posted the first end of year list. Like, ever. It's gonna be great, so I'm looking forward to it. Ain't no problem at all, Asham. Hope it's all going good. Is this going to be a list for albums or a full tier list of every major album? So at first what I'm going to do is I am going to do 10 best albums of the year and 10 worst albums of the year. And if I get all my lists done in time, then I might do a little tier list for all the other albums to just basically give my rankings and ratings for every single new rap album that I listened to this year. I appreciate that, Joy Valence. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, at the end of the day, I don't know if they're, I wouldn't say they're being whack necessarily. It sucks, you know, to not get even like a response the second time around. But, you know, hopefully we'll still work together in the future. I'm still down, you know, I'm still down. Will Amy FM be included? I do want to listen before I make it, Elena, for sure. Hey, how's it going, Zay? May I actually post this in my community tab to see if that brings some new people in. Hold on, let me see how I could do this. You know, I think it's been a while since I've promoted the streams in one of my videos, you know? So let me do it directly through my community tab while I am live. Where would I find this? Here, live. There we go. Can I share it? Oh, hell yeah. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay, posted that to the community tab. So we should get into this shortly. Sometimes don't get notification for your live streams. It's YouTube trying to hold me back. All right, they're trying to hold me down. They don't want to see me win, but I will continue to. All right. So let's get started with our queue right here. At the moment, we have about 4 or 5 tracks to start with. One of them isn't in the queue. I believe it's your second request, Lou. So let me know what your second one is, and we will get to that when we get around to it. But we do have a few tracks before then. So the first one that we have today was sent in by Alex Green, kicking off the queue today. Let's see what Alex is saying for this one. The Tom McDonald dropping album this year. He dropped 2, I'm pretty sure. And I mean, I listened to one of them. Hey, thank you, Elena. There's another one. There's another one. Thank you very much. I listened to the country one with Nova, his girlfriend. It was it was rough. It was rough. And he dropped the second album. I haven't heard the second one, which I think was actually also with Nova. Yeah. Fun year. Speaking of Tom, by the way, I was gonna wait till we got an instrumental to use this, but
when I was younger, they taught me to struggle and hustle like 200 bikers, and they were my brothers. We coming for blood, and you running for cover. Addicted to drugs in the gutter, and drunker than anyone leaving the club. We go dumber than thugs. We got mullets and putters and multiple gunners that come in Hummers. You under the rubber, you'll never recover.
bars right there. You see that? That's not lyrical miracle stuff right there at all. So Alex is saying right here, I was in a Cole, Drake, and Kendrick mood this week and wanted to share with you one of my favorite interludes on a Drake album. This is the Toronto album, the CN Tower album. It's from Views. Now, wow, that is awful. I know, yeah. Yeah, so it's a great clip of Mr. Thomas right there. But yeah, this is Summer's Over interlude from Drake's album Views. I did re-listen to this like thank you for that one, DFG. I did actually listen to this like last year, I think, when I was gonna do a Drake discography ranking again, and then I ended up not doing it again. But yeah, Views is like, I think it's a decent album, or it's a pretty good album, but it's just a bit long, and I feel like the second half it gets a lot slower. So I don't know if I entirely remember Summer's Over interlude, so this will be like a nice refresher of that. Let's see how I'm feeling about it. Thank you for sending this one in, Alex. Is it playing? Streamlabs acting up? Is there silence at the start of the song? Oh, it's just not playing. Okay, hold on. It wouldn't be a stream without Streamlabs messing up at the start. Rank all the Drake songs where he calls himself a predator. Where's the Heart Part 6? If I was really a predator and you weren't lying to every blogger and editor. Come on, Streamlabs. What's going on here? Hello? Is anybody home? Let me skip to the next one and then skip to the previous one, see if that works. Okay, that track worked. Let's see if this one works. If it doesn't work, I could play it for Spotify, to be fair. Yeah, for some reason, it's just your request that doesn't want to play Alex. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play it through Spotify because, you know, it's going to be on there. It's going to be on there. Oh, this one has Majid Jordan on it. Okay. All right, let's hear this. Track number 17 on the album, so that's probably why I don't remember it as much. It's kind of deeper into the track list. So there is a link for the queue down in the description, DFG, but at the moment there's 6 tracks before yours, or 5 tracks before yours, sorry. Okay, very smooth. We did the production on here. I was into it until DJ Khaled. That was me, DFG. That was my soundboard. I was messing with the vibes. I'm sorry. Producer here is Manish. Who has worked with Drake quite a bit before. Also a producer on Maria, I'm Drunk. 95 South by J. Cole. Nice production discography. Okay, that was actually pretty damn nice. There's no Drake on that, if I'm not mistaken, right? It's more so him just putting on putting on Majid Jordan again with the little interlude. Thank you for that one, Asham. Hey, you said you were saving up for a Christmas present. All right. Stack up your pockets first, Asham. It's all good. It's all good. But hey, Summer's Over interlude, I thought this was nice. It was kind of like Drake, like I said, putting on Magic Jordan again and just giving them a spot on, you know, a pretty big album. I mean, this has 205 million streams, which is pretty nutty for an interlude that isn't even by the main artist on the project. And I thought it was super smooth. I guess that just didn't really stick with me because the second half of Views is where I kind of start to tune out a little bit when I listen to it from start to finish, because there's longer tracks in the second half. It's a little bit slower in the second half, in my opinion, but I thought that was really nice. Just a lovely sounding interlude with great production, lovely vocals from Majid Al-Mascati. Just great stuff right here. I'm going to start off by giving that one a solid A. I think it does everything it needs to do. It's extremely smooth.
That's good.
I enjoyed that one. Didn't really remember it, but now hearing it, I think I will remember it going forward because super smooth and it's a nice vibe. This one is your Christmas present, I guess. I thank you, Ash. I appreciate it. So, thank you for sending that in, Alex. I think that's a good starter to the queue. And also, yeah, this Manish guy has some crazy production credits. A lot of them for Drake. Also worked with J. Cole, Travis Scott. Who else? Big Sean. Ooh, produced on Say My Grace by Offset, which is a really hard beat. Lost and Found by Corday. Damn. It's crazy when you've like never really heard of a producer before, or you just don't really remember their producer name, and then you look through their credits and they just have produced so many tracks that you love. So let's see what we get going on to our next one here. This next one is sent in by Elena. This is a No Damage feature. Okay. See how this goes. Hey, sounds like it's gonna be bouncy. We the best music. So yeah, this is Figgy Baby, Damage, and Rob Apollo with Threesome. Okay, because there's 3 people on the track. I see what's going on here. No Damage feature, Elena is saying. This song is incredibly hard in my opinion. Both Damage and Rob Apollo go nuts on this. Hey, what did Apollo do? Why are we sticking them up like that? Alright, let me get the lyrics up for this on Genius. Are they on Genius? No, it says it's unreleased, which means the lyrics have not been transcribed. But that's alright. I'm gonna just listen out and see what happens here. So, thank you for sending this in, Elena. Let's give it a listen. Alright, bro. Ooh.
Gemini, could've swore to God I had a threesome. I like the duels when they foreign, now they speak my lingo. She drummed up a proposal, but I ain't want no Ringo. But I like the gaslight, so it wasn't a complete no. Shawty vegan, so she backing out of beef, I call it J. Cole. 90-10 split, if you wonder about my take home. Look, we got 9s, we got texts, man, a whole squad geeking.
J. Cole catching all the strays.
On Michelle and on Sasha and Malia, but I dropped him off a FEMA, told him he committed fraud. Yeah, on God, bro, I'm a demon. Fuck around with a top dog, you get dropped like you wheezing. Get you shot up into watch while you cheesing.
First verse is Damage here. Second will be Robin. Third is Figgy. Okay.
I sent your music to my group chat as a super no. I fucked that Viking dreads girl off a TikTok. That pussy dry as hell. It ain't no drip drop. Look, I'm the one to break the ice the way I'm snatching chains. I got some closure with Drake. Turns out it was the braids.
Look, this stick on me ain't illegal. It's just frowned upon. Real big stepper walking in the ground is going. Spinning shit till his town is going.
Hey, thank you, Alex.
On the block, we be working till the pounds is going. Real phenomenon. I was hating pigs way before I found Quran. Yours rent on the chase that I'm lounging on. Really creeping. HOV lane.
Check that out in a little bit.
Demons, pay a fee if she need me to feed her. Whore dash and dick, I make cash off of eaters. I don't need 2 girls to leave her. My bipolar piece made me feel like a cheater. Pull up with my wife, they them. This is not a girl. When you see my eyes mayhem, finna shock the world. We could get you killed for a shot of pearl. My shooter mental ill, he is spin a block to Earl. I'll lose anything for a bad bitch.
Oh my
I can eat a
god.
rich girl like I'm damaged. In your city.
Did it say spin the block to Earl?
baby, me and Figgy, baby. Tired of my ass, girl, I need my titty.
Yeah, she, her, Z's, her, they, them, fee, fi, fo, fem. Call me what you want, bitch, I'm still him. Got that OCD, LGBT, FIGG, and some field meds. Asked me where I'm from, I said I'm Mexican. They say, oh, I never been with Puerto Ricans. Guess I'm Caribbean for the weekend. Her dad A&R, I need a meeting. Vale la pena, yo pague la renta, me paguen la bolsa, y más de 80. Más de 80, si más de 80, más después, más o menos. Alguna cosas me inventa, whatever. Yeah, hot boys and damage, so we eat the rich. 1% pussy, 99% dick. Listen to your music, 100% shit. My mini skirt on, 100% brick. What's up?
Hey. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, they all have bars on here. Even the last verse I like, Elena. I feel like with the last verse, the only part that you could maybe say was like slightly corny was the whole spelling bit. Not because of what it was talking about, but just the whole spelling thing. Didn't feel as slick as a lot of the other bars in here, but I still think it was a really solid verse. I like, you know, the switch in the language in the last verse as well. And I think it was all pulled off really nicely. Each verse on that was really good. And I feel like with a lot of the Damage tracks that we've heard so far, a lot of them are a bit harder, a bit more aggressive. So it was cool to hear them here on a more chilled out beat. Like it was still a, you know, fun, bouncy, energetic beat, but it was more toned down in the sense that it wasn't like loud or distorted or anything like that. It just had a really fun energy to it. I think Damage probably had some of the best bars on here. That first verse was great. The second verse was really nice as well. That was the one by Rob there, and yeah, third verse was nice too from Figgy. I think they all did a good job. I think they all worked really well together and were all kind of necessary to the track. I'm gonna give that one, I would also give that an 8. I think it was very, very good for what it was. Very fun.
That's good.
They were all doing their thing on there. They were all doing their thing. Good production, fun rapping, really enjoyable banger if you ask me. What is your opinion on a Missionary, you know, the Snoop Dogg album? Want to know if it's worth my time? So I haven't listened to it yet, Reneki. I'd be interested to check it out. You know, it's not like it's something I'm majorly anticipating. Just with it being, you know, a Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre album in 2024, I'm not going to say that, you know, it won't be good, but it's definitely not the thing I'm the most hyped for, but I'd be interested to check it out regardless. Haven't listened yet, though. I do want to listen to the 50 Cent and Eminem track, although I have heard some people say it's kind of disappointing. I still want to hear it, though. A lot of the features look pretty interesting. It's cool to see Khan on there. Jelly Roll is on there, of course. I guess he's working with the Shady Camp a lot lately. But yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to give it a little listen. Starting with some 8s today, it's a nice way to start it off, Alex, you know? We're not starting off with the worst music of all time. We might get some of it later, but we're not starting off with it. Oh yeah, fun fact, by the way, Damage told me that that song was dropping on the 13th before they announced it. Oh, hell yeah. Elena got the exclusive sneak preview right there. Have you heard any Paul Wall recently? The most recent thing I've heard from Paul Wall is his feature on Johnny Dang by That Mexican OT. That's the most recent thing I've heard from Paul Wall. And I like him on there. I think he's very good on there, but haven't heard much outside of that. I think it was also on OT's album, was he not? Like outside of... Yeah, he was also on Chicken Strips and Ass. So I've also heard him on that track as well. But other than that, I haven't heard much of his stuff lately. The Eminem verse is possibly his worst verse in a while on the Snoop album. Damn. The flow is just not it, and the mixing on his voice is very weird. Not too bad of a song, but 50 and Snoop out-rapped him. Huh. I'm going to need to listen to that soon. Interesting. Okay, so next track that we got right here. We started off pretty good. We'll see if it continues that way because our next request is from Lou. And it is some A Boogie with the Hoodie. Not an artist that I am a big fan of personally, but we'll see how this goes. We'll see. This is Somebody featuring Future. Also, by the way, Lou, for your next request, it's not showing up in the queue, so you can let me know the song name just so that we can get around to that when we get to it. If that makes sense. Lou is saying here, no more torture from him for now. Him being, what's his name? Lil Apex. Instead, I want to give you some suggestions for the albums of the year list, starting off with a boogie with the Hoodies album that everyone forgot dropped. The song here should be a hook so that you can listen to the full album. So I'll be interested to see if this has the intended effect, Lou, because I'm definitely not the biggest A Boogie fan. So we'll see if I'm feeling this one. We'll see if I'm feeling it. It's not guaranteed, but I will give it a chance. You know, I don't know if it's going to hook me in to listen to the album, but we will find out. A Boogie with the Hoodie does have some good songs, to be fair. I'm just not a big fan of his voice. I feel like sometimes it can sound like a bad singing voice, you know? He also has like 3 tracks called Somebody, but I would assume this is Somebody, and then in brackets, Better Off Alone. Okay, that is the one. Nice. Let's see what we got here. Maybe I'll like it. I'll give it a chance.
Somebody need somebody, yeah.
Metro Boomin, make it boom.
You ain't gonna be somebody until somebody, yeah. Somebody's who gon' care for you, somebody that was decent. Somebody's gonna be friends with you, somebody that was me. Somebody staying real with you, somebody to keep it G. Somebody's gonna adore you, somebody you gon' need. Somebody that's gon' spoil you, know when your body feeling.
Here we got Future on the hook.
Somebody gon' think you dreaming. Somebody go against odds for you, somebody to fight your demons.
This is the meme song. Oh, I don't know if I've heard this from anything.
I gotta move cautious, I took my heart up off my sleeve. You know, more money, more problems, and you
Unless you meant the Metro Boomin Make It Boom tag, which was also me once again with my soundboard.
Slime you out in person. She's just like me, and I got crosses on my whole attire. Way too free. We all know I don't gangbang, but my car got a big beat. You wanna pause in, not just any type of nigga. Girl, we all this. I'm from the Bronx, always got car side tickets at the garden. You know nobody else gon' splurge on you, buy you every single Van Cleef. And buy your ass a bust down, straight factory from AP. Yo, diamonds, Mavericks, blue now, straight 40 pointers Kyrie. Somebody gon' act like him when you can't find nobody like me.
Somebody that's gon' care for you, somebody's gon' be decent. Somebody's be your friend, girl. Somebody
The thing about it so far, I wouldn't say it sounds bad, but it does feel very generic, I would say.
Somebody's got an option, somebody steer you right. Somebody find another country, somebody on private flight. Somebody's gonna be up for you, somebody keep in a cloud.
And the album it comes from is 21 songs long. This hoodie sure do boogie.
Gotta get something back to the hoes, treat it like charity. Favorite designers, I got them on call to shop it in Paris.
Got Future verse now.
See the beam on the blue, I'm just trying to protect our clarity. Gotta get something back to the hoes, treat it like charity. Favorite designers, I got them on call to shop it. Somebody treat me like a bad man, somebody that treat me godly. Somebody who ain't been ran through, somebody get me out my body. Somebody who's a rock star, somebody real get gnarly. Somebody like a pop star, get it vibey in the party. Yeah,
Who up boogie in their hoodie?
Somebody that's gon' care for you, somebody that's gon' be decent, somebody to be your friend, girl, somebody that you might need, somebody to keep it real with you, somebody to keep it G, somebody who could afford you, that's somebody else me.
Oh, cut off right there. Okay, so let me get that back up on the screen for a second. We got enough of the track to know what it's all about. Oh, it came back up on the screen anyway. Oh, no, wait, it didn't. It's up on my screen, but... Oh, what the hell? It's all messed up on my screen. There we go. That's better. Streamlabs is acting up today, by the way. I mean, all the requests are still coming through as they should, but Streamlabs is just being a bit silly. So this track right here, I'm going to be honest. It doesn't have me motivated to listen to the album. And not because it's a bad track, but I just think it's pretty much as generic as it can be. And I feel like I've heard several A Boogie with the Hoodie songs that sound like this before. I just feel like he doesn't really have that much that's all that special to offer in his music, at least from what I've heard. And this is another track that shows that. For the most part, it was a Future song, but it wouldn't be the best Future song even if he released it as his own track. And A Boogie was just kind of, he always sounds nervous when he's being melodic. Does anyone else feel that? His melodic voice sounds a little bit like shaky. It sounds like he's uncertain about his vocals. I think that's just the way his voice kind of naturally is, but it has this like odd, nervous sound to it. Killjoy saying it's alright, the hook and Future verse were pretty good, but A Boogie's voice sounds weird as per usual. Yeah, there's something to his voice that's a little, it doesn't really work for me. I mean, Future's chorus was okay, verse was solid enough. The beat I didn't think really did anything special. Again, it was just more kind of generic melodic trap. So yeah, it's not something I'm too crazy about. I'm gonna go like right down the middle with a 5 on that one. That's what I'm feeling for that one. Streamlabs on the Drake op list, yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at your message right now, Alex. Thank you for reminding me right there. Yeah, some A Boogie mid, but that is the usual A Boogie experience for me personally. Okay, for me personally. So, yeah, Alex sent in a little Google Doc right here, which I will check out. Even though, you know, I said I wouldn't check out Google Docs. I'm gonna do it today anyway, all right? Oh, it didn't open up properly. Hold on. Queue is a little short at the moment, so I'll just give it a little sneak peek. See what we got here. What experience the best of Google AI? Why would I be using that in Google Docs? Why would I be doing that in Google Docs? Okay, let me get this on the screen right here so you guys can see it as well. It's pretty brief as well, so we'll just take a quick look at this. So this is something that Alex Green in the chat is working on. It's Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole albums ranked worst to best. It does start at number 21 here, but they are working on it, sorry. Thank you for that one, the anonymous tip right there. So this is my own ranking of the Big Three's album catalog. It only goes to number 16 right now. From the worst to the absolute best. For Kendrick, it's Section 80 to GNX. Drake, it's Thank Me Later to For All the Dogs. And Cole is Sideline Story to the off-season. So I would assume, right, yeah, meaning no EPs, mixtapes, or compilations. Collaborative albums are considered here, though. I'm already planning a mixtape ranking on that. Given the historical significance of these three, it would be easy to rank their projects if the person doing it was biased to one rapper. For me, this was a pretty tricky list, as I have an affinity for almost all the albums. Some projects grew on me, while some grew off me as well. As long as you're okay with my opinion being better than everyone else's, not really, and my taste being superior, it's not I'm being purposely pretentious. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. You're giving away the game here, Alex. You're giving away the game. With that said, let's proceed. So the worst, honestly, never mind. Now, Alex is very fair to Drake, by the way. For anyone who doesn't know, Alex would consider themselves to be a Drake fan, so they just aren't crazy about this particular project. I don't hate this album as much as I did on my first listen. Even so, the flaws of this album still exist with Drake's weird singing, yup, and bland dance beats, yup. It's not all bad as songs like Sticky, A Keeper, and Flights Booked accomplish what this project set out to do. Jimmy Cooks is the best song, no question. You know it, I know it, and the people that like or dislike this album know it. Yeah, that's very fair. 20 for All the Dogs. Drake albums like Take Care and More Life showed how well curated he picks his collaborators and production. Fat D is the antithesis of this. Whether it be disappointing returning features like 21 Savage and Bad Bunny, or forced pairings like Yachty and Yeet. The Yeet track was so weird. This album is also all over the place with different sounds that don't feel cohesive, and Drake's punchlines for about 75% of the album sound like they came from the Eminem revival school of lyricism. They really do. One of the worst things about that album is the one-liners. Halfway through this album, I realized I've been staring at my door the entire time, analyzing it. Like, wow, my door is really shaped like a door. Jokes aside, the highlights on the album are the songs featuring Tizo, Agree, and J. Cole. I don't love first-person shooter, but that's me personally. The bar-focused 8am in Charlotte and bangers like Fear of Heights and Rich Baby Daddy. Rich Baby Daddy is actually good. I agree. This is Alex Green's ratings, objectively subjective. They sent this in here. So this is probably the album I'm most upset about on the list because Drake could have done more with this concept. The result, and I hate saying this overused phrase, mid. Did somebody say mid? Anyway, 5.4 out of 10 for that one from Alex. 19, Scorpion. So again, Alex doesn't hate Drake at all, but you can see, like, I'd say he's being fair here, all right? I don't disagree with this so far. I remember seeing NFR doing their Big 3 discography ranking, and Ant said Scorpion has at least 2 skips. That is an understatement of the century. Multiply that by 6, and that's what I got from this album. It's definitely better than the last 2 below, as the highs are really good. Side A has the best highlights from the DJ Premier produced Sandra's Rose to Elevate, 8 out of 10, and Emotionless. Side B is the weakest, as songs like Peak, Finesse, and Ratchet Happy Birthday kept me counting Z's. The album's last stretch from Blue Tint to the closer is solid though. Trim this album in half and it'd be a significantly better project. That's a 6.6 out of 10 from Alex. We have Certified Lover Boy, number 18, very Drakey at the bottom. Despite this having less tracks than Scorpion and still feeling bloated, there was more I enjoyed on CLB. This album hit differently when I was playing it during a night drive, and how kind of relaxing some of the beats were. Champagne Poetry is one of Drake's strongest intros, rapping over a clean Beatles vocal sample. Fair Trade, No Friends in the Industry, and You Only Live Twice, as well as the soothing yet somber Yebba's Heartbreak, have high replay value as well. The best aspect of CLB is the stat guests, with Travis, Jay-Z, Dirk, Yebba, Wayne, Kid Cudi, and 21 standing out. Even with the lows on here, like the one about Drake being a lesbian and way too sexy, are at least funny bad as opposed to boring. From here on out, it's going to get better, and a 7.1 out of 10 for this project. So Alex still likes it, just doesn't like it as much as the other stuff on here. Then we have 17, KOD. This is actually one I agree with now. I remember I liked KOD when it dropped. Now I'd probably consider it to be one of Cole's weakest, if not Cole's weakest. I'm not too sure at the moment, but it's not that great on a repeat. You know, it hasn't aged very well. Hey, thank you, Lou. Check that in a second. This is my least favorite J. Cole album, as it slightly grew off me over time. Yeah, basically what I was feeling with it. And with that said, the project is fairly good, with a great message Cole tried to convey. Aside from the Kill Edward persona that didn't work, that really didn't work, the trap sound that Cole uses gets pretty repetitive the more you listen to the album. KOD and Motivate being an example. The last half of the album is the strongest, with some of Cole's best songs ever in brackets, 1985, Once an Addict, and the verses on Friends, 7.2 out of 10. And then 16, the last one we have at the moment, is Cole World, the sideline story. Cole made a real good first impression on his debut after signing to Rock Nation. Some of Cole's best songs line up with Lost Ones, The Motivational $1 and a Dream 3, Rise and Shine, and the banger Cole World. The only issue I find on the album is its sequencing. You'll go from an inspirational song like my favorite with Sideline Story to a mess of a song like Mr. Nice Watch, which is the worst on the album in my opinion. While KOD is stronger as a concept, Sideline Story takes a slight edge due to the highs on the album being really good, and that's a 7.5 from Alex on this one. So, there we go. I just joined the stream and already we reading. Damn. Hey, we're just taking a little look at the Google Doc here, Psycho Sam. All right, I decided to take a peek at it today. But yeah, this is a pretty solid ranking so far, I'd say, Alex. I don't really disagree with any of it at the moment, and it's nice to see that there is not a single Kendrick album yet, because, hey, whatever you want to say about Kendrick, he's got a solid ass discography. So, let me just refresh here. Lewis sent in a tip, and I'm gonna have a look at that. Oh yeah, Lewis saying, I forgot to mention, but the other song I requested isn't showing on the queue, but the song was Beach Leak by Netspend. It's only like 1 minute and 40 seconds, so it's very short. And that is the next one on the queue for us. So, yeah, we're doing some Netspend. I have not really listened to any Netspend, so this will kind of be maybe not my very first reaction, but pretty early on into hearing his stuff. Like, I really have not heard that many tracks. So the song was called Beach Leak. I've heard that some people aren't feeling his newest album. Is this from it? It is from it. Okay. We're going to get a little taste of this album right here. Thank you for sending this one in, Lou. So Lou is saying, if you haven't heard Netspend yet, here is a song to hook you in. Just to let you know, he is a 17-year-old white rapper who isn't that good at rapping. Okay, well, we'll see if this does hook me in, Lou. From the way you've set it up, it doesn't sound very promising. Oh, I accidentally opened Microsoft Store. Didn't mean to do that. Hey, thank you for that one. Naomi Autumn. Hey, Naomi, how's it going? Thank you for sending that in right here. Looking forward to hearing that. Did somebody say white rapper, by the way?
When I was younger, they taught me to struggle and hustle like 200 bikers, and they were my brothers. We coming for blood, and you running for cover, addicted to drugs in the gutter, and drunker than anyone leaving the club. We go dumber than thugs. We got mullets and putters and multiple gunners that come in Hummers. You under the rubber, you'll never recover.
Let's see what Netspend has going on. Okay. I love adding new stuff to my soundboard, bro. Warning, extremely light content, that's a caution.
I fell asleep and they love what they see, but don't get close to me. I'm circling at the beach, there's so much weed I broke the leaf. I'm OT, OD off the opiates, I swear I get too geeky. Make me leave. So sad that this bitch a tree, I double up the loose leaf and I can't even feel the weed. I feel like Future but Gen Z, put some millet in them
Future but Gen Z.
Tell me what you mean, might be fucked up but not like me. Me. 3, 2, 3, day and night. Why I love you fell asleep. And my brother said this shit ain't no jealousy. It's just envy.
Oh.
Day and night. Why I love you fell asleep. And my brother said this shit ain't no jealousy.
Okay, he's kind of getting into a flow here a little bit. Okay.
Go drugs in my dream. I fell asleep and they love what they see.
Oh.
But don't get close to me. I'm circling at the beach. There's so much weed I broke the leaf. I'm OT, OD off the opiates.
Those drums sound horrible here.
Make me leave. So sad that this bitch a tree. I double up the loose leaf and I can't even feel the weed. I feel like Future but Gen Z. Put some millet in them teeth. Baby, tell me what you mean. Might be fucked up but not like me.
See, most of the beat sounds solid here, but I don't know why it switches up like that for the hook. Like, you hear the drums that come in here? Where is it? Like, right here?
I fell asleep and they love what they see, but don't get close to me. I'm circling at the beach.
Really weird drums that come in for the chorus there. I guess they were trying to keep it switching up a little bit, but on this song, not so great. Bro sounds like white Playboy Carti. I agree with what Alex Green said there, saying he sounds like a bored Lil Skies. I can pretty much hear that in his delivery right there. It does sound like a bored Lil Skies with a bit more of a, modern production style. Right here, he said I feel like Future but Gen Z. So yeah, there's something right there. I feel like the flow on the chorus was a little bit messy as well. The chorus was really the worst part of the track. The verse was fine. Netspend started to get a little bit more into a flow there that sounded kind of decent, but the verse was only between 4 and 8 bars, so it was really, really short. And then the chorus took up most of the track, being repeated twice. The production got weird during the hook. Wasn't crazy about Netspend on here. I'm dead. They got bro listening to Netspend, and I gave it a fair chance, but I do think this particular track is like a 4. It's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but certainly not good. Now, hey, I'm not trying to cancel Gen Z out here, all right? But why does some of the Gen Z music sound so messy? Look, some of it I get, all right? Some of it I get, but stuff like this is like, I just struggle to see the appeal entirely. I love your rating system so much. Thank you, Naomi. Thank you. I worked hard on the soldier scale, as I like to call it. Killjoy saying, I mean, Netspend indeed doesn't seem to be very good at rapping. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm clocking onto right here. He has some good tracks, but the album was not good. Like 2 good songs on it. Damn. And there's 15 on the album. Maybe I need to listen to this before my end of year lists. Honestly, the worst albums list is pretty stacked. Yeah, I got you. I'm gonna get the clickable Discord link in there. Hold up. Okay, Looney beat me to it. That right there is the Discord link. Go join the CDTV Discord. It's free. It's fun. We almost have 600 members. Lou is asking, who do you prefer, Netspend or Ian? Now, it's not entirely a fair comparison because I've heard 2 full projects from Ian, and I've heard 1 song from Netspend right here, maybe 2. Can't remember if I've heard another track, but pretty much mainly just 1 song from Netspend. From what I've heard, though, Netspend maybe has more potential, but I've heard more Ian tracks that are okay, even if I'm not a big fan of them. So that's where I stand at the moment, but that could change once I've heard more of Netspend stuff. Like I said, at the moment, it's not a fully fair comparison. So regardless, thank you for sending that in and letting me get a little experience with Netspend's music. Look. Da, da, da. So next up, we have a request from Ace of Thorns. How's it going, Ace of Thorns? Let's give this a little listen right here. Naomi is joinking. Who up joinking the Discord? Ace of Thorns is saying, hi CDTVProductions. The lyrics to my song are on the Bandcamp. Okay, hell yeah. So Ace of Thorns is saying right here, hi, just released my debut LP, The View From, and this is by far my favorite track from it. If you could check the rest out, it would mean a lot, but no worries either way. I hope you enjoy. Hey, well, thank you very much. I appreciate you sending this in, and, you know, hopefully it's got me interested to check this out. Ace of Thorns, Bandcamp. Just get the lyrics up right here. How does Bandcamp work? I rarely use this. So the song is Sinner with the Thorn of Crowns. If I click on it, the lyrics are there, right? Okay, cool. They are. Okay, I've worked it out. It's all good. We're good. So, with that being said, let's give this a listen. Ace of Thorns with Sinner with a Crown of Thorns. Let's go. Damn, you could sell like your full digital discography on Bandcamp. That's a cool little concept right there. I like that. Or Sinner with the Crown of Thorns. Did I mess that up? My bad. My mouth works faster than my mind. Pause. Hey. Hey, thank you, Vincenzo. Good to see you in here. Okay, building up a nice atmosphere. I'm resisting the urge to press a producer tag on my soundboard. Alright. I'm a focus. Ooh, okay. Liking the vibes here so far. Really nicely produced as well. bass is bouncing around my ears, that bass line. Yeah, I love the guitars. Interesting songwriting as well. It's doing everything it needs to do at the moment. Very engrossing atmosphere. Hey, no problem at all, Vincenzic. Sounds good. Ooh. Atmosphere building up even more. Very well paced structure. Loving this section right here, damn. Am I correct in saying there's been like no drums on this as well? I almost heard that as old enough to be a lemon. That was a mishearing on my part. Woo. Very nice. Pause that right there. Wonderfully atmospheric, that track. And Ace of Thorns confirmed right there that there was no drums on this. The only instrument that wasn't physical was the synth at the beginning. Hell yeah. I mean, that's pretty impressive in my opinion, because I am somebody that loves me some drums. All right, they help give the track a nice rhythm, help keep my attention. They're nice and punchy, can really inject some energy into a track. So to have the song be carried completely fine without any drums present, I always think that's impressive, because they're such an integral part usually to music in general. But hearing this just be carried by guitars and just other melodic sounds, I think was absolutely wonderful. The way that this song was structured, I think was perfect. The pacing was great. The way that everything built up and just really got you absorbed into the atmosphere of everything. I thought the vocals were very nice as well. I liked the songwriting. I thought that was intriguing. I think this pretty much did everything that it needed to do. My favorite section was sort of that instrumental bridge, I guess it was, with like the just the what's the word I'm looking for? Just the vocals that were going during that part. I can't even think of what the word is I'm thinking of at the moment, but that instrumental bridge section I thought was absolutely lovely, and I just really got absorbed into that. Yeah, I thought that was great. Killjoy saying, okay, this song is pretty amazing. Guitar work was amazing, real good vocals, and a fantastic outro. I agree with you on that. I loved the bass line as well. The way that was just bouncing around my ears was super addictive. It's a track that I think was extremely well made and a very fun listen. And I would love to listen again and dive through the lyrics even more and just take in the songwriting even more, because first listen is almost always more sound based for me, but I definitely think there is some intriguing theming to the songwriting as well. So this one, I am going to give it I'm going to give this an 8 as well. We've had a lot of 8s already. Not bad at all.
That's good.
Not bad at all. And by not bad, I mean very good. Yeah, thank you for sending that one in, Ace of Thorns. 8, exactly. This song, 8. I'd be interested to check this out. The view from this album. What we got here? 11 songs on it. Quite a few short ones as well. Yeah, this could definitely be an interesting listen. So thank you for sending this in, Ace of Thorns. I thought this was a really good song rather, and I'm looking forward to listening to the project hopefully real soon. Yeah, good stuff right there. 38 minutes. Okay, nice and tight in its length. So next one we got right here is a request from. Let me just make sure that everything is in the right order. Request from Elena. See what Elena has for us on this next one right here. Just wait for Streamlabs to stop acting up. All right, it's what it does.
Do you think anybody's actually gonna dance to this?
The Baddest, Badder, featuring Aisha Erotica. Interesting name. Elena saying, who's the baddest bitch in this club? I'm the baddest bitch in this club. This looks like Joey Valenson Bray, is that right? Hold on. Is this from the deluxe of No Hands? Let me just double check on this. Okay, it is. I was really confused for a second there because this had like the. Hey, thank you for that one, Alvin. This had like the regular cover of No Hands, you know, the standard edition, as the thumbnail for the YouTube upload. And I've been sent the full No Hands album on one of these streams. And I saw that and I was like, but I don't remember this song. And that's because it's from the deluxe, even though the YouTube thumbnail has the standard edition album cover for some reason. But I'm very much looking forward to hearing this because I thought No Hands was great. You know, maybe spoilers a little bit, but this will be making it to one of my certain end of year lists for albums. And I'm excited to just get even more of this album, get another dose of this album. So thank you for sending this in, Elena. I think they make extremely fun music, and this should be no different.
Do you think anybody's actually gonna dance to this?
Hell nah.
Let's go. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. I'm the baddest bitch in this club. Who's the baddest bitch in this club? I'm the baddest bitch in this club. Who's the baddest bitch in this club? I'm the baddest bitch in this club. I wanna rock right now.
Wait, are they? This has like some crunk influence right here. Hold up.
I don't wanna go. I want to get down. Drop it low and cut to get dumb.
No worries, Vincenzo.
Call me Danny Phantom. Hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. Okay.
That's crazy. Channeling a bit of like Batman Scoop, maybe?
Who's that?
It's Aisha, bitch. I make these rap cats go and beat some dick. With my big fat ass and my sleazy lips. Cover girl, yeah, it's easy breezy, bitch. He was a fuck to
Hey, yo.
He was more than a hope ahead. I'm all up in his bag trying to dump through bread. Like he thought we gonna fucking got slumped instead. Whoa. I can't respect no trick. Hell no. Without cash, couldn't sex no bitch. What the fuck? In the club with a stick in my tits. And I might shoot it off in this bitch. Like,
Hands up, hands up, hands up. Okay, let's go.
Oh my god, the energy is insane.
I'm the baddest bitch in this club. Who's the baddest bitch in this club? I'm the baddest bitch in this club.
How much swag do I got? Million. You ain't fancy, son. Squilliam.
Squilliam, yeah, remember that.
Baddest up in this club.
Baddest up in this club. Baddest up in this club. Who's the baddest up in this club? I'm the baddest
Ooh. Hey, no worries, Canal. Oh, that was great.
Hey, JVB, make the booty go.
So much energy. Hold on, let me get that back up on the screen right here. I'm the baddest bitch in this club. So this, I believe, this is a remix from a song from the standard version of the album, right? Because The Baddest is on the standard edition. Let me just double check.
Do you think anybody's actually...
Yeah, see, I've only listened to No Hands all the way through once, so I forgot for a second that I've heard, you know, the original version of this track, and then the remix adds on Aisha Erotica, and I thought this was a lot of fun. Oh my god. Some like Fat Man Scoop vibes from the pre-chorus in particular, and the chorus from Bray really seemed to take some sort of influence from the crunk sound almost, and yeah, it was just so much fun. These guys have undeniable energy in their music, and I love hearing it. I can't get enough of it. I'll need to listen to the deluxe of No Hands. How many songs does it add? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Is that right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to listen, because the core album is so great, so fun, so energetic, just a lot, even like better than I thought it would be. And this remix right here was great. I thought Aisha Erotica was great for this track. She added you know, her own spin to it, which I think was really entertaining, and just put a smile on my face the whole time. That was a blast. That was a blast. It's an 8 as well. Come on now. Is this the most 8s I've given out at the start of the stream? It might be. Crazy. So yeah, what Looney is saying right there is essentially right. What I am going to be doing is 10 best and worst hit rap songs and albums of the year, and if I manage to get all those lists done in time, and I have enough time to get it done, then I'll also do a tier list for every rap album that's new that I listened to in 2024. The tier lists video will be an extra thing. My main focus is getting the top 10s done, essentially. I just wanted to see the TV stats on more albums. I respect it. I respect it. I really do want to do the tier list. Just need to make sure I get all the top 10s out first for the end of year lists. I'm the baddest bitch in this club. Hey. So that's why this is called The Baddest Badder. It's the badder version of The Baddest. I see. That makes a lot of sense now. So we are going to get our next song loaded up right here. It was sent in by DFG Spaz. I believe it's one of their own tracks. And before we get into it, I am going to take a quick bathroom break, because it's about that time, all right? An hour into the stream, that's usually how it goes. When do you think the top 10 hit songs video will come out? I mean, I've got it recorded. I was going to say I've got most of the editing done. I don't have most of the editing done. I have about half of the editing done. So it will either be out tomorrow, unlikely, or it will be out on Wednesday, most likely. So probably going to be coming on Wednesday. So yeah, Q is still open, so feel free to send in stuff if you want to. If it's your first time here, the rules for sending stuff in is down in the description below. And while I take this bathroom break, I'm just going to play more Joy Valence and Bray, to be honest, because their music is extremely fun. I'll just go from the start of the album and let it run. Oh, so good. So fun. So you guys have fun with this, and I will see you in a brief moment. Enjoy. Hey, we still got the skeletons, all right?
Never,
Banner,
sucker,
aura,
lame, you can trust that.
See me,
in the
club,
shaking,
ass,
I'ma bust that. Bust that. Run, you sucker, keep up the pace. Dropping mad gears, kicking dirt in your face. You a lazy Larry, I'm a Dapper Dan. Asian motherfucker, cooking up spam. You do not compare, I'm sweet like a pear. Never did drugs, shout out there. I am Big Ben, you a T-Bow. Better take a knee from the kitchen elbow.
see me in the street, make it say
Been on the grind, been looking through files. This the type beat that make you go wow. Dance floor lit as soon as I touch that. Give me a jaw, you can trust that I'll bust that. Bust that. See me in the club shaking ass, I'm a jump. Frag out, pull the pin, it's hot now. Clear the room, little bitch, I'ma bust down. Not a sucker or a lame, you can trust that. In the club, you can trust I'm a boom. When I rap it, boom, it's a racket. Then I tap it, can you back it up? The booty drop it coast to coast. Feel like Snoop Dogg, way I toast the most. I don't need a break, knocks out, no Sirski. Sauced up, wanna rock like Uzi. Call me high roller, call me riff rap. I've been on that, call me I've been that. Clear the floor out, where's your head now? Shawty, bring it back to bed now. Dance floor lit as soon as I touch that. Give me a song you can trust it, I'll bust that.
Bust that.
Cool. Say it again and get punched.
Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up
Punch back to the source. Walking on the sky, I was born with the force. Don't care about the money or the power of your horses. Fine with my Civic, don't care about the Porsches. Whoa, pop out the cup, we shoot at Rambo. Don't need your deal, I'm eating Nando's. No, I won't be blunt. JVP, do whatever we want. Drop to midnight or get KO. You a small fry, you look like Toad. I spit fire, I'm more like Bowser. I got you scared, don't piss your trousers. Hoodie up with the strings in a bow. Whip so low, keep the underglow. Speakers thumping, beats bumping. Talk to my fist if you wanna say something.
Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up punch? Don't you know that I pack up?
Can I get a what? What? Get cut. Don't do it for the money. I do it for the butt. You cannot compete.
Rah.
You're trying to keep up. Your name's not Olivia. You don't got the guts. Huh? That's what your mama.
What a great album. Just saw your message right there, Santi's Games. I'm confused. Is it $10 plus $6.60 per minute, or are the rules just saying the minimum song length needs to be at least like 130? So yeah, it's just that the minimum is $10, but that counts towards the amount of time that the request is. So the song could be shorter than 1 minute 30, but the minimum for it to show up in the queue has to be $10 regardless. But yeah, it's not 10 plus $6.60 essentially. It's a spooky Christmas here on the paid request stream. I do need to incorporate more Christmassy stuff into the break screen. That definitely needs to be done going forward. So let's hop into our next request right here. Like I said, it's going to be this one from DFG Spaz. Let's see if it is their own track. I'm just going to double check on that real quick. This card hit 600 members. Can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Do we have a celebratory sound on here?
This pleases the numb.
That'll do. And yeah, 600 members. It's doing pretty good if you ask me. Is it 600 exactly right now? Nobody leave, all right? Nobody leave. Let me just check on this. Yeah, 600 exactly. What a milestone. That's what's up. So, yeah, this is DFG Spaz's own track. It's called Who's Gonna Stop Me, featuring Jupe. So, let's see what these guys do on here. No tip message attached to this one, so we're just going in blind, seeing what we think. Oh, it's apparently playing, but it's not really. Streamlabs is just being silly once again. Now it's playing for real. Let's see what we think.
This beat making me feel like I'm walking on air. I hear them all talk, but I really don't care. Words ain't never been known to break a bone. I stick to a style that's uniquely my own. You can't see the vision well, I guess it's true stone. Regardless, I'm always gonna be in the zone, always gonna be in the mood to prove to everybody that I'm that fucking dude. Excuse me, don't mean to be rude, but I'm eating so nobody else is getting no food. And I'm shining so nobody gets to sit in the shade. You think the sky's the limit? Well, I think you can play.
Nice verse to kick it off. That little introspective vibe it's got going on.
And the answer is no one. I find my own shine on days with no sun. Shoot my shot with no gun, but I so never miss. Ain't trying to get a hater's clout, so I never diss. How you gonna deny that I'm great when you got evidence? Well, I guess you can't get respect unless you got that presidents. Well, I'm broke, but I'm rich in personality and far from untalented. What they saying is a fallacy. Ain't nothing against homosexuality. I just wish these niggas would get off of my dick. Like, why they mad at me? I guess hating's just them letting off steam.
I was wondering where that was going.
Deferred dream, and it ain't my fault that I'm the cream of the crop. But I gotta keep rising up past the top.
Hey, Sammy, how's it going?
Past the top.
No Nav on the queue, sadly. How's it going, my man? Makes me think of Heart Part 6 from GNX. It does have a similar sort of reflective vibe to it, which I think is pretty cool.
Now let me see a show of hands. Y'all really think y'all nice because y'all out here flexing bands? I really hate to pop up and fuck up all of your plans. But if you thought you had next, I'm sorry in advance. I got a hypnotic flow that put people in a trance, turn people into fans, make people want to dance, make everybody in their mama
Good verses from DFG on this one.
It's over because they can't get enough. Don't like it, well that's tough. The future gonna be rough. Yeah, I conquer my fear of heights. It's only up from here. I plan on looking down on the clouds in the sky when I leave the atmosphere. I ain't scared of heights. It's only up from here.
Nice.
Looking down on all y'all out the atmosphere.
I like the drums on here as well. Drums are nice and punchy. Ooh, gotta pause that before it skips on to the next one. Did not get to it in time. That was pretty nice. So I assume Jupe was who was on the chorus right there. Get that back up on the screen. Got a Logic type vibe with the production. You know what? I could see that now that you mention it, LM. Bit of a reflective, smooth Logic vibes. Even the chorus a little bit kind of sounds like a feature Logic would maybe have in one of his own tracks. But DFG definitely had their own style of rapping that I thought was pretty interesting. A nice sort of introspective vibe to the verses. There was a couple of bars that I thought were very well. There was a few bars that I thought were very smooth and very nicely worded in there. Was wondering where the gay bar was going in the first verse, but you know, I see the vision with it now. And I thought it was pretty cool. Feels very 90s inspired. The drums are heavy on the song and Tyler-like lines in the beginning. Interesting. I wouldn't necessarily say Tyler-like, but I can kind of see where you're coming from there. Definitely 90s inspired for sure, though. That one, I'm going to give it a solid 7. I thought that was a very smooth, enjoyable track. Good stuff, DFG. That's what's up. Yeah. Thank you so much, bro. All my music is also on major streaming services, by the way. Hell yeah. So if you guys were feeling that as well, go save DFG's music because he had it going on that track, all right? That was nice and smooth. Hey, man, what are your thoughts on Hanuman Kind? I mean, I've heard the one song, Big Dogs. I haven't heard the A$AP Rocky remix, but just the original song. I think it was a good track. I see people talking about it saying, oh, this is the worst song ever. This guy sucks. This track is terrible. And I really don't understand, like, why. I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's a solid track. It's pretty catchy. You know, the flows are nice. I don't know why people hate it so much, to be honest with you. But right now, the sort of opinions on Twitter seem to be that it sucks and it's the worst thing ever made. And I don't think that's the case personally. Also, real quick, before we hop into the next one, I have a little idea of what I want to do for my next torture stream. So let me know what you guys are thinking of this one. It's kind of a spin on an earlier idea that we had that you guys will probably know why we can't do that exact idea anymore. But I'm going to put together a playlist of some of the worst songs out there, rap or otherwise. And I'll probably ask you guys in the Discord for suggestions as well. And I'm going to make a big playlist, essentially, as long as I can, of the worst songs ever. And we're going to do a bit of a song reset roulette, if that makes sense. A bad song roulette, if you will. So every time the playlist resets, we don't know what song is going to be next, because it's going to be a massive playlist that I'm going to throw on shuffle. And, you know, when you reset a track and if we go back to the previous one, we don't know what the next one is going to be. And they're going to be, you know, varied in length. So we might be getting a 7-minute bad track up next. We might be getting a 2-minute bad track up next. You really don't know how it's going to go. And you guys might be wondering, if it's a mega long playlist, well, how does that stream end, right? What counts as making it to the end? And I've been thinking about it a little bit. I feel like the best way to do it is maybe if we have 10 songs uninterrupted in a row without a playlist reset. That counts as completing it. So I think that would be a way to do it, because that kind of counts as an album length. If you've got a variety of songs, 10 tracks, you know, that could be about 45 minutes. And basically, if we just make it to 10 without what would be like an album reset, then that's going to be the end of the stream. I think that would be really fun. And it's kind of a cool spin on the concept that adds a lot of variety in there. And, you know, it's like, I think it's really fun, that idea of we don't know which horrible song is going to be next. So that'll be fun. The OG Thick of It stream, that was a blast, Elena. And I feel like this next one could hopefully be just as good, because I think it's going to be so fun, you know? It won't have the same major event that the Thick of It stream had with KSI himself popping in, but, you know, it'll still be a blast. So, up next, we have a request from Ash M. Let's see what we got on this one. Thank you, Ash. Could end on a good note with your favorite Nav track. What's your favorite Nav track, Sammy, all right? Champion with Travis Scott, that's a banger right there. What else did we used to like a lot? What's that one? Da-da-da-da, just rolling through my hands. When I'm sober, I just don't like who I am. What is that Nav track? Myself, that's the one. Banger right there. So, let's see. Now, White is saying, what about making a playlist of every song that's been in the worst songs of the year lists? I've also thought about doing that as well. I was thinking of doing separate streams where I would just go through like the 10 worst songs lists of each different year, kind of spreading them out a little bit, but doing them at different points. So, you know, 10 worst songs of 2016 reset stream, 10 worst songs of 2017 reset stream. But a lot of those tracks will probably be incorporated into the really long bad song playlist, you know? So, Ash M has sent us in a track right here. From Ash M. Okay. And the YouTube description says, apologies for the bad audio quality, it's a phone recording. Fair enough. This is called Influence. It's produced by Ishiz Burkua. Sure, I nailed that. Ash M is saying right here, hey yo, I decided I actually will send something in, lol. This is a song I wrote for my great-grandmother's 80th party yesterday, almost made her cry. Oh, that's sweet, man. Lyrics in the description, so please do read those, as it's a phone recording as per usual, so hard to make out. Alright, let's see how this one goes. But yeah, I'll ask you guys in the Discord for suggestions for the bad rap songs, or bad songs stream. Let me open up the YouTube link so I can read along here.
Have a seat on that rickety sofa and stay a day. Get out the songs of faith and praise books, aiming straight for page 808. He who changes
Page
not
808,
abides when
hey.
all around is change and decay, and numerous hosts redeemed him in strains awakening neighbors. Pauline in the corner and Jasper running, better make a way. All your paintings hanging on the wall, and family makes the space amazing. After hymns have taken place, you bring the plates and cater. A chilly night with chilly hot for every aching face, and every aching soul. We're staying hopeful after nights where a cappella family there would ever come to harmonize. And half the time I didn't know how beautiful those times would be. Now that I'm grown and away, missing the past, and I call it influence.
Bit of a Logic vibe to the instrumental, which is cool.
Influence.
Of course, with the, you know, phone recording, the quality is going to be lower, but I like what's being said. The flow is smooth.
Me and my cousins used to run and fight for rooms to go in, and whose new show was the truest and most amusing. All this and the hide and seek games probably ruined order, but truly all this was lower lights for the youth and children. I was too young and distracted to see what you were holding. The most generous host to know, it's you, no joking. I visited you with my best friends and I almost cried. That household's memories, my grown eyes see the truth in all them. Hebrews 13 verse 16 was how you moved in all this, and who'd have thought it, like a steward's fodder through disorder. Through the sawdust, you have brought us food and cold kombucha, always smiling for our fears to be science.
Smooth
like
little rhyme
clients, you
scheme
would
right
call
there.
it. Though smooth the warmth of the super, all things I do recalling. That legacy in my mind is one of beauty, thoughtfulness for future daughters and sons, learning from you through all us for how to live with
Hey,
the
how's it going,
rooted soul
Carnisa?
in God's fullness. Call it influence.
Edgar Allan Poe, Shakespeare. Hey, come on, it's just the British accent, alright?
Influence.
Bro's got the flow right here.
A great-grandchild, a little boy whose brain is symptomatic, stained with instant panic, living shy and feigning simple. You define a problem child with a passion
Hey.
for dragons and reactive, breathing fire at any change of instance, drawing planes of stim, and
This
never
bloke
had
is bloody
trouble
amazing.
imagining
Hell yeah.
lady wisdom and proverbs, cause he knew someone whose passion for gaining wisdom and sharing it was something like her. Now he just takes it with him. That great-grandchild is me. The way I'm living now, your 80's the same as when it was page 80 in worship books. I pray my children get to meet you, maybe they can learn to look. And when they hurtle, waters churn to turn the murderous. The water just fall off of their backs like a turtle does. I'm
Hey,
forever grateful for the
turtle
clever
bars, let's
angles
go.
that you would take at approaching issues. That's how I found how to do a good debate. Strategizing
Nice.
when we played chess and I read your poetry. Everything you taught makes much more sense now that I'm older, see. And from your cooking, singing, open-minded hope and kindness, I learned how to grow in life and soul despite my broken mind, and go the mile and giving an inch, living and rich, and in the fridge always keep leftovers ready to go, and I'd call it influence.
Ooh. Okay, that's cool. I like the concept of the song a lot as well. I think
Influence.
that's very sweet. Now, the question is, was your grandma
Influence.
able to catch all the bars?
Influence.
Nice. Okay, yeah. So the beat almost felt a little bit reminiscent of Logic to me, but the rapping itself, again, I think was its own thing. I think this was really, really solid for what it was. And I think obviously if you had like a professional like microphone recording setup or anything like that, I feel like it would sound even smoother. It would sound like really, really good. But the way it is, I think the way that I can tell that this is, you know, sort of good at its core is the fact that even with it being a phone recording, I was still locked in. I was still engaged with what you were saying. I think the flow was very smooth. I think the delivery was solid. Literally, like, the only main issue I would say I had with it is the recording quality, but obviously that's something that you're conscious of. And if that was ironed out, I think this would be, like, amazing. I think it was super sweet. Very nice to make this song dedicated to your great grandmother, you know, her for her 80th birthday or 80th birthday party. I think that's very sweet, you know, and having 3 verses about that specific topic that are all relatively interesting and, you know, talk about slightly different angles of it, I think is really cool. I think you managed to make this work really well. Oh, that's cute. We put the lyrics in a tribute book for her, stumbling over my words there, so she was able to read it. She's a poet herself, so I think she caught everything. Oh, that's slick. I like that. Okay, this right here, I'm gonna give this a 7 that might be even higher with you know, full on recording quality, but just taking it as what it is, a 7 for sure. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I will be recording it properly at some point. It's one of the songs on my 10th album, though, so I haven't gotten to record those songs yet. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. I think it would be really cool to hear this once it has been fully recorded, because I really like what this one has going on for it. So good stuff, Hashem. Thank you for sending this in. Very sweet track, and it helps that the flows and the rhyme schemes and everything were very nice as well. I guess the poetry from her passed on to you. So that's nice to see. Up next, we have a request that is anonymous, so I have no clue who sent this in. Heart Barracuda. Okay. Damn, this has 10 million views. What is this right here? So, am I able to tell who this is? No, I don't. They just have a Streamlabs ID attached to their name. Whoever sent this in, the anonymous donator, they are saying that this is the best song you've ever heard. Okay, it was you, Droga. Okay, this is from Droga. Droga is saying the best song you have ever heard. We will see. We will see, all right? To be fair, today we haven't heard a lot of the worst songs I've ever heard. You know, sometimes we do on these streams, but this has actually been a little bit on the better end. So hey, if anybody wants to send in the worst song I've ever heard, go for it. I challenge you. I don't think you'll be able to send in a song that is the worst I've ever heard on one of these streams, but I am willing to be stood corrected. Is that grammatically correct? You get what I'm trying to say. So see what we get on this one. I am curious. What year is this from? 1977. Having a little flashback right here. Let's go. Produced by Mike Flicker. Mike Flicker. Ooh. We actually got sent jail by Lil Dicky on the last stream, Ash. What a song. Okay. This is a classic, very popular rock song. It's interesting. I don't know if I've actually heard this before. Maybe I have. I'm not sure yet. What is the worst song you've heard for the first time on stream? It's one hell of a competition. Nah, let me say that. '70s rock is kind of bussin', not gonna lie. Wait, this isn't Shrek the Third. I haven't watched it in a while. I guess that's why I don't remember. I haven't seen that since I was a kid, I think. Went to see it in the cinema when it came out. I liked it at the time. They announced Shrek 5. Oh my god. were just about to get into the crazy guitar solo part right there, I think. But from what we heard, I think that was really good. Okay, I'm about to say a statement right here that might sound a little crazy. Okay, and you're going to be wondering when I start this off how it ties into this, but I'll get there. So, with me playing Fortnite recently and playing the Fortnite festival mode, okay, it actually makes me really appreciate some like rock and metal songs even more. Now, you might still be thinking, okay, what the fuck? Why? Why does it do that? Because in the festival mode, you can choose like different instruments to play, right? And if you're playing, for example, like the lead guitar on a rock song, just through like playing the notes on your controller and trying to hit them at the right time, you can see like the complexity and like the different patterns that go into the guitars, for example, in some of these like classic rock songs. And I think it really makes me appreciate them even more, just kind of playing them, quote unquote, and being able to see the different patterns and how they switch up and how they loop around. Like, it's stuff that obviously you can hear in the songs, but you register it a little bit differently when you're consciously like playing along with it, right? So when I listen to tracks like this now, I'm really listening out for the instrumentals a lot and the variations in them and sort of like just the complexity and the different layers. Weirdly enough, Fortnite Festival mode has helped me to appreciate music more, which I didn't think it would do. I used to be a big hater of that game, but it's actually very good. There's a lot you can do in it. Yeah, Metallica, like, I can only do medium difficulty right now, Carney, so I only started playing last week, so I'm pretty early on into it. But yeah, I can do like medium difficulty, and Metallica still messes me up. I think I played Master of Puppets the other day. Oh my god. Focus had to be next level. What's your favorite song you discovered from Fortnite Festival? That's another thing, Looney. It does help me discover new songs because they have like a different rotation of tracks that they go through each day. So you just kind of have to pick what's there. You can't go through the entire library unless you like buy it all, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what my absolute favorite is that I've discovered through it, but there was a Billie Eilish song that I played yesterday that I quite liked. Birds of a Feather. I don't know if you guys like it, but I thought it was really nice. I thought it had a nice, sweet chorus. It didn't sound necessarily as experimental as her earlier stuff that I have heard, but I just thought that was a really nice sounding track. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite I discovered from it, but it was really cool. I don't play no games unless we talking Fortnite. Hey, maybe Logic was kind of snapping with that. That's so valid though. When I first started playing guitar way back, it opened up my eyes on how even simple songs are just so stylishly put together, even if they're very easy to play. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, just having some sort of deeper insight into the way that the songs are composed, even if it is something that I guess is as basic and, you know, surface level as like Fortnite Festival mode, it sounds ridiculous, but it does help me have more of an appreciation for these songs and the way they're put together, because whether you're like choosing to play the vocals or the bass or the lead or the drums, it makes you focus on that section of the song and be like, oh, okay, so this is why this part is here and why it goes this way and why the notes go like this. And yeah, it's just really fun. So in relation to this track, that means, you know, I really focused in on the guitars right here, really appreciated them. I thought the vocals were really cool as well. There is just, you know, it's a word that is overused nowadays, but there is an aura to 70s rock music that I think just really pops still to this day. So you already know, this is another one that's getting that 8 rating. We got a lot of 8s today.
That's good.
Exactly, Hunter. Like, I can't believe I used to be a hater of Fortnite, but like when I started playing it, the fact that it's a free game as well, like obviously it has numerous in-game transactions, but the fact that you could play it for free, I think is very cool with the amount of gameplay that it has. How do you get the giant fish skin? Is that still available, or did you have to get it at a certain time? Because right now I am the current battle pass skin, the Nyanja it's called. That's my current skin, all right? But I want the giant fish. So thank you for sending that one in right there, Droga. You know, it took me on a long tangent about Fortnite and festival mode, but that was just for me to say that I appreciated a lot of things in this track, even more so now. So also, if you guys want to send in any metal tracks, I would appreciate those as well, because I'll be looking more for these specific elements that I'm talking about right here. So next up, we have a request from Naomi. Thank you for this one, Naomi. See what you got right here. Track is called Chi Chi. I assume this is by Naomi. Or no, wait, this is from an album called Chi Chi. So the song itself might be called something different. Let's see. Naomi Autumn is saying right here in the tip message, I just released my debut album. Here is the song that made a few people cry at the listening party. Also just wanted to give you $50 for being cool. Hey, thank you, Naomi. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy. The start time should be 36 minutes and 58 seconds in, by the way, just in case I put it in wrong. Okay, it should play at the right part, I believe. 36. Okay, 36:38 is where it starts playing here, I think, but I could play it through the YouTube link if that makes it go to the right track right here. So this one should be called Trust Game, is that correct? Streamlabs was stressing me out, so you guys don't get to hear a banger from Tyler post Cherry Bomb. Yeah, Streamlabs can be a bit of a stressful platform. Usually if it doesn't work, my suggestion is just refresh it, but sometimes that does not work. Okay, so Trust Game by Naomi. Let's hear it. I'm excited. See how this goes. I'll just play it, like I said, directly through the YouTube link, so we will not see this bar down here progress, but the song will be playing for its entirety. We have lyrics on Genius that already scores some points right here, okay? Okay. That was so well timed, holy shit. Thank you for that one, Droga. Love when the donation sound is on beat. I love the very mellow vibes here. I'll turn it up a little bit if that helps a little bit, Vincenzic. Very intentionally soft with its sound so far. I do like that it reminds me a little bit of sort of like Quadeca's music so far, which I just love stuff that has that vibe. I don't even know how you describe it specifically. Second verse had very interesting songwriting there. From what I can gather from the Genius description, this is part of like a concept album, right, Naomi? Man, this is lovely. It's part of like an internet-wide story. There's a website and a video game. Damn, that's fire. I'm starting to really love like multimedia music-related projects that branch outside of the album itself. Love the vocal effect on there. I feel like it works for the track so beautifully. So this song is called Trust Game.
And I swear on my life by the cards on the Bible, my heart and my eye and my soul and my mind. See the dog that I like turn the light into something else, making our lives such a miserable hell. That coyote cried out for the bunny was blind and the boy never deaf to the girl's strange advancements. Her neck couldn't hold up the weight of her actions, but she just kept running.
Now with the vocals being more present, it really hits. Whew. My God. Those six? Fucking insane. I was really hoping that would be building up to an insane drop, and my God, did it deliver. Feel a little bit breathless after that. Wow. And then that branches smoothly into the next track, I think. Ooh, that transitions into the next track very nicely. Gotta breathe out after that. That was a masterclass in structure, I feel like. Structure, atmosphere, just like the sound design of that track, I think was absolutely mesmerizing. Like I said, I was hoping that was building up to a drop. And the way that it did not disappoint even slightly. Wow. How's it going? It's been Dan before. Just arrived and was introduced to the stream with Villainous Assets. That was a wonderful track that we just listened to. Straight away, I am feeling a very high, close to a 10. Maybe not quite there. I'll need more listens to know for sure, but almost certainly a high 9. Oh my god. The best soundbite on my scoreboard. Oh, that was breathtaking. Is the album on all platforms, Naomi? Because your boy might have to cop it. I might have to download. If that's a sign of what is on there, holy. Let's see. Yep, it's here. I'm gonna get that on Apple Music. I'm downloading that. I want to give it a listen. I want to hear this. I believe you sent in Bunnyland before, right? And I really like Bunnyland as well from what I remember. I recognize that track. That's number 2 on the track list. I remember really liking that when you sent that in. So I think this could very much be my kind of thing. Like I said before, it's something that I would say gives me a similar vibe that I get from Quadeca's music, for example, and that is a vibe that I absolutely love. I don't even know how you would describe it, but it's just something that really, for me at least, really makes me feel something, and it just feels like the music, even when it doesn't have words, is speaking to me, you know? I love the way the instrumental sounded here. It just hit that sentimental bone inside me, and I thought the vocals were great. I loved the vocal effects that were used at the start. You know, it all sounded very quiet at the beginning, but intentionally so, and I think that just made it so that there was so much impact when the vocals came in and they were more fuller. There was less of a, you know, sort of staticky effect on them, so you could hear them even more clearly, and it just really had so much impact. I was blown away. So thank you for sending that in, Naomi. I'm pretty sure I was blown away by Bunnyland as well when I listened. I remember listening to it and thinking, holy shit. And that was the same case for this right here. I would love to check out that album before the year is over. Because wow, that was mesmerizing. I loved that. I really, really loved that. Name of the album is Chi Chi. Artist is Naomi, and yeah, on all platforms. So if you guys were feeling that as much as I was, then I would recommend going and saving that, because I would love to give it a listen. That was amazing. I loved it. Amazing vibes. Wonderfully put together, wonderfully structured, wonderfully composed. Everything just felt how it needed to, and that has me intrigued to check out the album for sure. Killjoy saying this may be the best song I found through this stream. Like, this was so good. Like, I actually, my heart rate has been elevated, you know? I feel happy having listened to that. It's probably also the caffeine in this, but like, it adds on to that, you know? I feel very good right now. Looney is saying, theory, people use Christmas money for paid requests, and since it's right before Christmas, the queues aren't filling that fast. I mean, you might be onto something. I completely understand as well that December is a time where people probably have more expenses than any other month. So I'm cool with the queues being a little bit more chill in December. You know, people got to buy gifts for other people. It's an expensive ass time. I completely get it. Like I always say, spend money on yourself and stuff you need in your actual life first before you send anything to me. Anything you send to me is just like disposable income if you have some spare. If not, it's not an issue, you know? We're having a good time on here regardless, so never feel obliged to send anything in. But yeah, I think you're probably right about that, Looney. And I believe it was similar last year, if I'm remembering correctly. And then I remember January was the month where I had like the longest paid request streams yet. And I think that was some people using the money they got for Christmas to send me in some requests. I think that's why January was such a crazy month for me at the beginning of this year. So I don't know if it'll be the same this time around, but we'll see what happens. Theory, if CDTV made requests for free, the queue would never end. You know what, you might be right, Vincenzic. I believe if it was free, yeah, it probably would never end. What I might do next week, maybe next week, or maybe even later on this week as a little second stream, I could do a little discount one. Just because it is a time where people have more expenses and stuff like that. And, you know, if people want to send in stuff at a discounted rate, maybe I should oblige that, you know? CDTV, would you do a vid maybe doing your favorite requests from these streams as a highlight video? I know there are some people who don't tune into streams, but you could give small artists huge shouts. I see where you're coming from for sure, Dan. I think the thing with that is I need to find a good way to sort of present it in a way that a lot of people would watch it, you know, because I'm trying to think what I would like title it or what the thumbnail would be. I always try and have that envisioned before I make a video, but I would love to do that because, you know, as you're saying, very, 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 there's a very, very small portion of my viewers that actually tune into the live streams because they're just like a side thing that I do. They're not the main thing that people subscribed for. So it would be cool to incorporate the great songs that I get sent from smaller artists into my videos in some way, because I would like to try and give them a bigger platform, if that makes sense, or put more people on, essentially. But I would love to do that some way. CDTV could also do a best of paid request streams every few months as a way to put more eyes on the streams. I want to do something like that, Alvin. I think that's like a really cool concept, like the best of the paid request streams. There's got to be a really cool way I could package that, because that's one thing. Pulling in people, it's all about the packaging, how you quote unquote sell the YouTube video to them, you know? So, especially with how the algorithm works now, it's very thumbnail and title based. I would say even more so than it used to be. So, got to find the right way to present it, but I would love to do that in some kind of way. And then again, I don't really know how it would go until I experiment with it. It's something I've never uploaded before. So, I should experiment, just put it out there, see if people watch it. If they don't, it's cool. I'll take that and work on it from there, you know? It would also slightly advertise the streams to the normie viewers who otherwise don't know you do this. That's the thing as well. I don't plug these streams a lot in my videos, so a lot of people still aren't aware that it's something that I do. So you're right about that as well, Hunter. It's like it's kind of good in two ways. It promotes the streams, and it also promotes the great songs that I hear in here from people who don't quite have a big audience yet, who definitely should. Discord banner is insane. Is it the Cat DTV? Can't remember. I think it might be. So, yeah, sorry, a lot of rambling after that, but basically, amazing song, Naomi. So at the moment, speaking of short queues, we do have 3 songs left at the moment. The queue is still open, so don't feel obligated to send anything in, but if you do, we will get around to it very quickly. If not, I might do something else to kill some time because I got time today. Or I could go work on the end of your lists. I don't know. Something like that. But let's get on to our next one. This is sent in by Vincenzic. It's just the wide, the banner. Hey. Okay. I'm sure I'll have a translation from Vincenzic here on how to say this. It's been down before saying, Nick Nocturnal would be a great example for a bassist. Most of his videos are edited reactions to suggested metal music. It's how I find the occasional band/artist. We need a hip-hop equivalent. Let me look at that, because I feel like if I have another channel to sort of take inspiration from and almost base the idea off of, I think I could be able to take that and spin it in my own way. Nick Nocturnal. Okay. Okay. Oh wow, these videos do like very well. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, this could be a good idea. Yeah. Okay. So, next request, like I said, is from Vincenzic. Vincenzic is saying right here. It's loading. Streamlabs being slow. What's new? One of the worst songs I've heard that came out this year. So if you still need an honorable mention for your list, maybe this could be one. It's Cypher 2 Mogu Kuppet RZT by OG Buddha featuring Unki, Toxis, and Sidoji Double Shit. Interesting names right here. Thankfully, I don't necessarily need an honorable mention for my worst songs of the year list. It's packed. The weird thing is, though, I've actually got a more stacked worst albums of the year list than I do worst hit songs of the year lists, which is pretty crazy. I think rap is like slightly less popular on the charts at the moment, so all the worst stuff that dropped this year honestly isn't hitting the charts, you know? I think that's why the albums list is more stacked. So let me see if I can find this on Genius. Oh yeah, could you link me it in the chat, Vincenzic? You're a mod, so you'll be able to link it. That way I can follow the bars right here. Let me just check something on my phone real quick while I wait for that link to come through. Thank you, Vincenzic. Got it loaded and ready. Hell yeah. You were prepared. Okay, so translate that to English on the Genius page. Cypher 2, and then apparently it's I Can Buy RZT. I don't know if the English translation there is accurate, but we will see how this goes. Verse 1 is going to be OG Buddha. Hold on, there's something that's not quite right here. You guys need to see the lyrics as well. Give me a second here. You guys can't be missing out on these bars. Ice on my neck, bitch. I'm fucking December. Okay, that's how we're starting this one off. Oh yeah, wait, I need to get the song playing first and then put the lyrics on the screen. I have shit in bags.
Забрали с клуба, бляди. Я не буду факать, мне пизда, если Крис палит. Многие только проснулись на нас, лучше б дальше спали. Сука, я тот тип, кто может замутить фитбасты санки. Сука, я тот тип, кто изменил жизнь скали. Сука, я тот тип, на кого полрэп игры зубы скали. Сука, я тот тип, кто сделал так, что теперь все в достатке. Могу купить РЗТ, поставить...
Yeah, what is RZT? Community of music critics and enthusiasts? Oh God, this is a mess. What the fuck?
Ты уже ее отдал. Я обоссал весь твой район и твоего кота как постол. Я ношу с собой но мы не едем в Бостон. Бро, я не блогер с диабетом, у меня хороший юмор. Помню, я факал суку вечера, потом уехал утром. Стараюсь не сбивать режим, но, бро, поверь мне, это трудно. Чтобы потом на моих концах плейс не выглядел так скудно. Бля, это shit-talk. Дабы рэк был little, а теперь топ.
What is this? Young Nitty reference?
Вчера я уронил типа в костюме отвело 192 удара, но не...
Oh, we got a member message there. Or was that a sound in the song? I don't actually know. Oh my god. This is so bizarre. All right, okay, we saw all the bars right there. What? What did we just listen to? Let me get that back up on the screen real quick. It's like I say, we either hear some of the best music you've ever heard on these streams, or some of the worst music you've ever heard. This was closer to the worst end. First artist to list black mold poisoning as an inspiration. Yeah, there was some crazy deliveries on this track. Listening to this song actually felt like work. I kind of feel you on that one, Killjoy. To be fair, the professor is saying 6 out of 10. It was creative. I am scared. Am I cursed?
Master!
I'm happy to have that on the soundboard now. I really like that one. I'm having fun with it. But yeah, this was a crazy track. The production, I guess, had this sort of, you could say it was like opium influence, right? That sort of sound, but even louder and messier, and just this very cluttered sound to it that can be quite common with more, I guess, underground rap lately. But yeah, this was a strange one. It did feel like work to listen to. A lot of the deliveries were very raspy and weird and off-putting. There was creativity here, I guess. You know, Sidoji double shit literally made an oink sound on this track. Like he did a full-on pig snort, which was very interesting to hear. I think Toxis had some interesting deliveries as well. It was a very odd track. I guess it's creative, but I'm gonna give that one like a 3.
Don't care.
I guess.
Don't care.
Is it worse
Still
than the
don't
Next Man
care.
track?
I don't care.
It's longer, so yeah. By virtue of that, I'm gonna give it a 3. That was some odd stuff right there. Thank you for sending that in, Vincenzic. Been obsessed with GNX lately? Me too, Naomi. It's probably been my most played album in like the last month or so. It's got a crazy amount of replay value. It's so addictive. I'm loving Squabble Up. I'm loving Luther. Luther is beautiful. TV Off, of course. Dodger Blue is one that's grown on me over time. I remember on my first listen, I was like, okay, that was a cool song, but I'm not crazy about it. Now I think it's maybe one of the smoothest on the whole album. It's just really fun. Have you heard the song FG Roadster by Flowglow? I believe Peruko sent that one in. Let me double check to make sure it was this track. I'm pretty sure this was the one Peruko sent me, yeah. Yeah. So, with that being said, are we going to get into the next one, or is it bathroom break time? We are coming up on the 2nd hour mark, so yeah, it probably is bathroom break time. But I will get the next song loaded up before we go. Next one is going to be from Alvin. What's Alvin got for us today? Ooh? Is this some Paranormal? Oh, yes. Yes. We got some Paranormal up next. So, I am going to take a very quick bathroom break as UGM Ransom DC the Dawn yet. Not today, Adam. Not today. The queue is still open, so if anybody wants to send stuff in, they can do so. But if not, we only got a couple tracks left for today. The benefit of sending stuff now is that if you do it, we will get around to it very, very quickly. So, I will play some GNX while I'm away because that is what we were just talking about. It's on my mind right now. So you guys get to hear that. You guys get to have some fun with that. Oh, there's another request right there. Thank you for that one, Vincenzic. So there we go. There's 3 songs on the queue now. Oh no, we're actually hearing that one, Vincenzic. Oh dear. So you guys enjoy, and I will be back in a moment. The rules are all down in the description, Russell, so if you just give a quick read through that kind of lays out step by step how it's done. And if there's anything you need clarification on, you can ask, and either me or my mods will get back to you and we'll help you with the process. So I will see you guys in about 2 minutes. Enjoy the music. Queue is open if you want to send stuff, and I will be back soon.
I am reincarnated. I was stargazing. Life goes on. I need all my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership. The blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off. I get off at my feet. A yeet nigga couldn't try me in a tri-state. Buddy pass, but I get him splashed till he hydrated. Bounce out, know he spook town, eyes dilated. I got the money and the power, both gyrating. I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the size. Man, don't let me know what the pay. What the fuck? I got hits, I got bucks, I got new paper cuts, I got friends, I got foes, but they all sitting ducks. Hit his turf and get cracking, double back like a deluxe. 50 deep, but it ain't deep enough. Fuck a plea, there you go, beat him up. Falling from a money tree, and it grew throughout the month. Spit a loogie at the camera, speed off, yes, us. I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the size. Man, don't let me know what the pay. Squabble up, 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 squabble up. Hold up, where are you from? My bitch, I'm finna go dumb. Sideways, bunk skunk, Viva, I'm on one. Thunk, baby, rockin' it. Quid pro quo, what you want, cause I'm watching it. Broke on the floor, let me know if you clocking it. Brody won't go, but I know that he popping it. It was wolf tickets on sale till I silenced it. Pipe down, young, these some whole other politics. Bitch with him and some bitch in him, that's a lot of bitch. Don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies. Ghetto child, here was Blackie Miles with the Smirnoff. Yee-haw, we outside, or they about to kill him off. Blaps on blaps, it's a fact, this a bricker off. Tell me why the fuck you niggas rap if it's fictional. Tell me why the fuck you niggas fed if you criminal. Hey, Dot, can I get a drop? I'm like, nigga, nah. H-Bone Coon from the west side to Senegal. It's a full moon, let the wolves out, I've been a dog. I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the size. Man, don't let me know what the pay. Squabble up, 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 squabble up.
If this world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. This a bop, do your dance, let them watch. She a fan, he a flop, they just wanna kumbaya, nah.
This world
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thank you for another one there, Vincenzi. All right, now we got 4 tracks on the queue. Hell yeah. So, let us continue. What was it we got up next? What did I say it was? Oh yeah, Fantasy by Paranol. This one was sent in by Alvin. I'm very excited to hear this. I love me a good bit of Paranol, okay? Alvin is saying right here, from Paranol's 2024 album Sky 100. As keeping with the theme, this is the closing track. Not much to say other than it is a pretty stirring track, despite not knowing what he's saying. Hell yeah, I feel like Paranol always hits, even if you don't know the words, you just feel it. And I think based on what Alvin has said, this is going to be another one just like that. Like Alvin said, I think it was last week or a couple weeks ago, the theme for this month, I believe, is closing tracks from albums. Ooh, Mr. CDTV, as the year is coming to a close, what is your wrestling match of the year? I'll need to give it a think, Killjoy, to know for sure, but I can tell you, like, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk Hell in a Cell is up there, because just absolutely magic. Stole the whole show, literally the best match on the whole card. But also I might have to have Cody versus Roman at WrestleMania 40 up there, because that was one of the matches I have been the most invested in ever, and the result just made me so happy. And there was so many big moments, and it was honestly a really solid match as well, but the outcome was special, you know? So, Parano, Fantasy, let's get it going. Also, I'll pass the question over to you, Killjoy. What was your match of the year? Yeah, mine would be very WWE centric. Parano is so good. Between Ospreay versus Danielson in the G1 final. Hell yeah, Killjoy. Okay. This is an interesting one. I don't know if it's clicking for me as immediately as some other Parano tracks do. It's pretty good though. There's just a couple instrumental elements that I feel like aren't fully gelling with me here. Still good though, don't get me wrong. Still solid structure, nice build-ups in here. Maybe you're onto what I'm thinking here actually, Dan. Don't know if it's my headphone EQ, but does it sound a little too roomy and open? That might be it. Who the hell is calling me? Oh, that's my bank calling me about fraud on my card. That was me. It was a transaction I made, but they locked my card again because I'm abroad right now. They've done it like 3 times since I got here in Canada. Okay. sounds here are really nice. Oh yeah, no tax evasion over here, Vincenzic, okay? None of that. Okay, this was interesting. So there definitely still was some cool stuff going on here. I will say, from what I've been sent in the stream so far, I think this is probably the Parano song that's sort of connected with me the least so far. I still think it's a solid enough track, but there was something about this one where I feel like some of the elements of the instrumental maybe didn't necessarily combine as well as they usually do. Something about this instrumental just felt a little bit too much, weirdly, which I usually haven't felt with Parano before, because I believe I've said with his music that he manages to do this sort of like overwhelming sound really well, to the point where it is kind of overwhelming, but in a good way. It never feels like too much. Whereas this track, I just felt like at some points there was maybe a bit too much noise, and like It's Been Damned Before was saying, it almost felt like a little bit too open, if that makes sense. It's weird, yeah. It's the first Parano track I feel like I haven't absolutely loved, from memory, at least. And there wasn't necessarily anything wrong with it. I just feel like this one did actually feel like there was maybe a little bit too much going on. And it's got to be something particular with the way that this one was executed compared to the other ones that I usually enjoy. There was just certain elements in here that didn't really work for me the way that they were combined. I feel like not everything gelled together perfectly. But then again, I have a very high standard for Parano. I still felt this track a little bit, but it didn't give me the same usual sort of like sentimental feeling that I get from Parano's music. So this one I'd probably give it like a... still somewhat on the positive end, but I'd say more like a 6 for this one.
Nice.
Yeah, which usually I love Parano, but you know, I'm still slightly on the positive end. It's not a bad rating by any means. It's Been Damned Before is saying, having never heard the artist before and not being into this vibe, solid 6 out of 10. Some slight improvement with mastering / EQ would notch it up more. The voice music balance was too muddled. Okay, fair. And maybe the snares could be toned a bit down. Hey, that's fair enough. So yeah, I mean, definitely not a bad track, just one that clicked with me a little bit less than Parano maybe normally would. But hey, there's going to be some tracks in there surely that Parano has made that I'm not going to be feeling as much. That could happen with any artist. And for me, this is just one of those ones that did it for me a little bit less than usual. But that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Still love Parano. So, the next one we got here is from Droga. We have another one from Droga. Let's see what they have for us on this one. 3 songs left in the queue at the moment. So, this is Life's a Bitch, but this does not seem like it's going to be the Nas track, the classic. Oh, this is from Droga. I feel like I recognize those pianos. Where have I heard those somewhere before? Interesting. Well, I'm curious to see how this goes. Alvin is saying this particular album, the track we just heard there, from Paranol, has mixing that sounds like this. His previous work is much more clean. Maybe it's just that album's mixing that doesn't click with me as much then, Alvin. Maybe it's the mixing that makes it feel a little bit more overwhelming and noisy and messy for me. That might be what does it, to be fair. That might be the answer right there. So, Droga is saying for this one, this isn't the full song, and then in brackets, I'm broke, that's fair, but this is the opening track from an album I dropped earlier this year. Droga. Alright, thank you for this one, Droga. It's called Life's a Bitch. Let's hear it. Where have I heard these pianos before?
Morty.
I swear I've heard that sampled somewhere else. Sorry, I paused right on the intro right there, but I swear I've heard this in another track. Can't put my finger on it right now, though.
Morty.
Nice drums.
Yeah.
Hey.
I am a rap bag, I'll do a handstand on a jag, wagon back flip on a handbag when I step back at a backstabber, step back and hitting your bladder with a fucking step ladder. The fatter pockets get fatter when fatter profits get at him. In up and at him, burger with that and some shit I can't fathom. He's telling me about some shit he did, stuff you couldn't imagine. He told me he'd back up some backpackers just taking a lift. He told me that he threw an axe at him, he's taking the piss.
Droga has a song called Epstein with the dollar sign. Oh, it samples the Nas track. Never know when you're gonna go.
Life's a bitch and then you die, that's true. So don't come bad at me or the one who's dying is you. I could be crazy, we'll find out it's the moment of truth. I give my all to the game, I'll kill.
Is that an Australian accent I'm detecting? I was trying to place the accent at first. I think it's Australian. Let me know if I'm right, Droga.
Myself in the booth, that's why I call myself the slaughterer. I'm killing myself, don't give a fuck about much, and that's including my health. I'm sneaking up on the rapper, stabbing his neck while in stealth. Finish the job, I'ma grab a fucking axe off the shelf. I gravitate towards an atheist cause I can't relate. I don't fit into religion cause there's much on my plate. One day I'd like him to prove me wrong, till then
Hellborn, hell yeah.
Wrong. I would never claim your God as a fake. Life's a bitch and then you die. That's why
Nice.
cause you never know when you're gonna go.
Yeah, I've definitely heard this piano used somewhere, Droga, but I'm not sure where it is. It's nice though.
Life's a bitch and then you die, that's true. But I don't give a fuck as long as I'm with the crew. For a minute I was finished.
Okay, yeah, so we didn't get the entire track, but I think we got enough of it to kind of get a grasp for what the track is like, what it's going for, and I thought it was pretty nice. You know, you could hear the Australianness coming through in the accent. At first, I didn't quite catch it in the accent. Thank you for that one, Alvin. Much appreciated. But yeah, clocked onto it more as it was going on. I like the production. I believe that was from Marty, who is a producer that I know from, you know, looking through beats on YouTube when I was making music. I wonder, how would I find this beat? Do you remember what this beat was called? Because I want to see if I can find where that production is from. I recognize that piano loop, but I don't know where else it's been used, like off the top of my head. But I think it was really cool for what it was. The flows were nice. I like the lyrics on here. I think the rapping was all pretty solid. The sampled hook from Nas's song, Nas and AZ, Life's a Bitch, I thought that fit really well into this production, into this track. Yeah, I thought this was really cool. I would give this like a, from what we heard, a 7. I'd give it a 7 from what we heard. And Nas, big. Can't seem to find it. Oh, is this it? Times? No, it's not that one. Not that one. Don't know if I'll be able to find it, but yeah, it reminds me of something, but off the top of my head, I can't think of what it is. Maybe one day I'll be able to remember what the where I've heard that piano before, but can't name it off the top of my head at the moment. Yeah, but good work, Droga. I like the track. It's been Dan before saying, this has that slightly crunchy classic inspo that's already impressing me. I could easily see this vibe being used with a bit more anger to push a strong message. 8 out of 10, need to hear more, but defo a lovely sound. The right amount of crunch with the production is nice, lovely flows, and I defo feel that voice could go angry and still sound good. I think it was, yeah, it had a really nice sort of dark atmosphere to the track that I think the pianos inherently give it, and I think the song managed to take that in quite a cool direction. So the next one we got here is another request from Vincenzic. All right. Speaking of wild song names, Vincenzic, we have this track right here, ladies and gentlemen. Wait for it to load up. Subway Sexists by Young Spinach Cumshot. Sorry, I didn't get the full artist name right there. Full artist name is Young Spinach Cumshot, and this is from the album Coochie and Gucci. Okay, this has 8 million views. Holy shit. Okay, pretty popular. Oh my god. Vincenzic is saying here, now it's actually time. We're actually listening to this, because Vincenzic used this as a YouTube link before for one of their requests, but it wasn't what we were actually listening to. This time, it is what we're actually listening to. Okay, I'll look up that beat, Droga. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Why is it giving me the wrong beat when I type that directly into Google? Hey, thank you for that one, L Stevens. L Step Hands. Is this the beat? Hold on. Why can I not find it, even though I typed it? I'll find it soon. I'll find it soon. Regardless. Yeah, so we're gonna see how this song goes right here. Apparently a classic. And real quick, Sawdust, I believe, asked me earlier on if I have sent Say Dada to I Am Jace verse. Yeah, I have not. I need to get back to Say Dada. I've just been very busy this month with putting the end of year lists and everything together. December's always a very cluttered month for me, but I will get back to Say Dada. He has my word on that, all right? He has my word on that. So, Subway Sexists. Let's see what we got on this. Say Dada put in the work to, you know, to requesting the verse, so I have to honor that. Right, let's see what we got here. Hey. Hey.
It's your mom, Shama. Winzip, I love you so much.
I am a registered sex offender. I stuck my dick into a blender. Your mom is a transgender. I am a professional nude sender. You know that I
hope not. You sound like
my
you're like
cock and
10.
balls are rotating.
Rotating?
On my wrist, I could go skating. Between thick thighs, I'm suffocating. I have a huge fucking cock. I nut inside my sock. I walk around in Crocs.
What is
my
the
dick is harder than a
enunciation?
rock. I fuck bitches in school, cause you know I'm fucking cool. I jump inside my pool. I take a hit from my jewel. I don't actually smoke, but I make your bitch choke. Once I give someone a stroke, my cock is hard like oak. You know I'm dropping fire. You can sing my songs in the choir. They call me Quagmire. No, they don't, but at least it rhymes. Hey! Alright, everyone, sing along for this next part. I nutted inside your mom. Yeah! Hey!
What is this?
I nutted inside your mom. Woo!
How
Alright,
old is
here we
this
go.
kid?
It's your mom, Shama. Winzip, I love you so much.
Hey, you know I love being a sexist. I eat pussy for breakfast. Ice on my necklace. I had sex with my dentist. My fan base
Standard 2018 SoundCloud rap song.
is getting bigger. Your hoe is a gold digger.
Don't
I wear
say it,
a
alright?
figure. while I pull on the trigger.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 that was risky. My bitch just turned 60. She knows my cum is sticky, but her pussy is squeaky like Mickey. My
Squeaky?
lines are hotter than the stars. When I'm dropping these crazy bars, my cum has filled the jars and stained so many cars. Hey.
What did we just listen to? Yeah, I was really hoping he wasn't going to say it. Luckily, he didn't. Was that a Subway Surfers sample on the beat? That's got to be where it came from, right? Oh my god. The top comment on Genius for this is, what the fuck does my cock and balls are rotating mean? Yeah, I don't really understand that one. Truly one of the finer pieces of the Coochie and Gucci album. It perfectly captures the thoughts of a person who is extremely horny while playing Subway Surfers. I cannot recommend Subway Sexist enough for parties, proms, and even funerals. There we go. Hey guys, you already know.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
We the best music.
It's a classic right there. Yeah, genuinely pretty funny though. I enjoyed it. I don't know how old that kid was. I kind of agree with the professor right here saying it sounds like this kid could be 13 or 10 or 19. It's hard to gauge from that voice, all right? It's hard to gauge it, but he sounds very young. But it was just kind of funny with how disjointed the flow was. And I guess there's almost some self-awareness here of how ridiculous this is, right? I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not even gonna lie. It was terrible. It was ridiculous, but it was also pretty fun. So as a genuine rating, I'll give it like a 6. It was a fun experience, all right? Not the finest piece of art, but it was a fun experience. Nice. Some of the punchlines actually made me laugh. Or I don't even know if they were punchlines here really. It was just random bars stacked back to back, but it worked for me, okay? The song name is funny, genuinely a little bit creative, you know, it's got that real meme rap potential, and clearly, you know, and not even potential, the video, like, I clicked on the YouTube link, this has 8 million views on YouTube, which is insane. Bro is outperforming I Am Jace by miles, so I cannot knock it. Who's gonna rap over a Subway Surfers beat? Exactly. This is ahead of the curve, if you ask me. Oh no, wait, that reminded me of Tyga. I'm always ahead of the curve, like. Anyway, on to our next one right here. Next one is from Vincenzic. Once again, we got 3 songs on the queue at the moment. So, what is this one gonna be? It's so funny because the genuine requests from Vincenzic, which are sent in to be bad songs, the OG Buddha one that we just listened to, got a lower score than Subway Sexists.
That's that real music, man. Come back home.
So, Vincenzic is saying for this one, and since we just listened to a bad OG Buddha song, here's a good one. It's Kessani featuring Mayot on verse 2. Okay, let me see if I can find the page for this on Genius. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, I did find it. Hell yeah. So let me slap the translation on this. And, okay, so it means touch. Interesting. Let's see what direction they take that in. OG Buddha and Mayot with touch. Thank you for this one, Vincenzic. Put the lyrics on screen for you guys so you can follow along as well. Okay.
Я так боюсь, что я не на своем пике.
И он прошел. Вдохнови меня.
Lil Melon.
Боюсь, что мы себя изжили. Скажи, что нет. И поцелуй меня. Ты как клад, забираю в касание. Моя первая любовь, мы когда-нибудь расстанемся. Покажи расстраиваюсь, не надо расстраивать. Как взлет в воде, друг друга растаиваем. Редкий дым, я меня осознаю.
Okay, a little bit of a melodic, you know, almost hyper poppy feeling sound to this one.
Ты как клад, забираю в касание. Моя первая любовь, мы когда-нибудь расстанемся. Покажи расстраиваюсь, не надо расстраивать. Как взлет в воде, друг друга растаиваем. Редкий дым, я меня
Hey, how's it going, mate? Welcome, welcome.
Поезд давно ушел, но я пытаюсь его догнать. Я все еще бегу.
Oh yeah, where's Sia? You're right, the stream is missing Sia, Professor.
Надеюсь, что ты тоже хочешь. Надеюсь, что я все верну. В этих бегах я остался один, но дальше бегу, надеюсь найти. Чувствую твои координаты. Голос в голове говорит найди. Удача. Смотрю на фото и узнаю это место.
Oh, Lil Melon is an actual rapper, okay.
Первая любовь, мы когда-нибудь расстанемся. Покажи расстраиваюсь, не надо расстраивать. Как взлет в воде, друг друга растаиваем. Редкий дым, я меняю сознание. Меня не было рядом, меня это расстояние. Что испытываю, сейчас слов не хватит для описания. У меня реально нет слов. Ты как клад, забираю в касание. Моя первая любовь, мы когда-нибудь расстанемся. Покажи расстраиваюсь, не надо расстраивать. Как взлет в воде, друг друга растаиваем. Редкий дым, я меняю сознание. Меня не было рядом, меня это расстояние. Что испытываю, сейчас слов не хватит для описания.
Hey. Okay, that was pretty nice. That was a pretty nice track. No, like, outwardly bad lyrics on this one. Deliveries were actually pretty nice. That was a lot better than the other OG Buddha track that, you know, had a much rougher sound to it. This one was more melodic, almost in a more sort of like hyperpop direction that I think was pretty smooth. OG Buddha's vocals sounded nice over it. Mayot was nice on it too. This was just a very pleasant sounding track that I thought was just as smooth as it needed to be. This came out 2023. So yeah. They did a good job on this one. I definitely preferred this to when they were going for the more weird sort of underground opium rap kind of sound that we heard on the previous song you sent from OG Buddha Vincenzic. This one is pretty nice. I'm gonna give it a 7. That's a 7. Yeah, good stuff right there. I think the melody sounded nice on this one. I guess a big old yeah from me. My God, my voice is failing me already. What is going on? So, 2 left in the queue at the moment. We will see if this is the end of the queue or not. But if you do send something in, we'll get around to it mega fast. If not, it's all good. So the next one we have is from Alvin. Let's see what Alvin has on their second request for us today. Oh, that looks like a bit of Jordy Greep, if I am not mistaken. Alvin is saying, I realized I started this theme on the second week of December. Here's one to make up for the first week. Oh, thank you, Alvin. The final song off of The New Sound, a culmination of the character's fantasies crumbling and choosing his path forward. Okay. If You Are But a Dream by Jordy Greep. Love what I've heard from Jordy Greep. You know, this album is nice. So let's see if this is in the same boat. I feel like I must have heard like half of this album almost from these streams alone. So I might as well check out the full thing. I mean, it sounds very great from what I have heard. So let's see what we get on Jordy Greep, If You Are But a Dream. Let's go.
If you are but a dream, I hope I never waken. It's more than I could bear to find that I'm forsaken. If you're a fantasy, then I and pray my dream comes true. I long to kiss you, but would not dare. I'm so afraid that you may vanish in the air.
CDTV, yeah.
So, darling, if our romance should break up, I hope I never wake up. If you are
Bro is going crazy with the vocals on here.
but a dream.
Just a little reminder that this album dropped like 4 months ago. But if you told me it was way older than that, I would believe you. Oh!
To kiss
You know what's crazy?
but would not.
I was about to say that I'm almost getting like a Frank Sinatra vibe or something from these vocals and the singing that's going on here. Turns out I just saw on Genius that this is actually a cover of a Frank Sinatra track.
I'm so afraid that you may vanish in the air. So, darling, if our romance should break up, I hope I never wake up. If you
Reminds me of young Spinach. That's not the full name, Vincenzic. You missed the last part of his name. Damn, that was lovely. So yeah, I was thinking during listening to that that it did sound very Frank Sinatra-esque. As someone who hasn't listened to much Frank Sinatra, I still have a general idea of what his, vocals and style of music sounds like. And yeah, it turns out that's because that is a cover of If You Are But a Dream. I don't know if it's word for word, because I haven't heard the original track, but it might be. It might be. And I thought it sounded great. Jordy Greep with these vocals, man. They're absolutely insane. I thought he pulled this off amazingly. Production was nice, super smooth. I think that was great. That sounded wonderful. And again, if you told me that was a track that is from like, I don't know, the 60s, maybe even before then, I would believe you. But that's from an album that dropped 4 months ago. So I think it's one of those ones that feels very genuine and very true to the sound that it's inspired by. Because the original song came out sometime in the 50s, I believe. Genius doesn't have an exact date here, but I believe it's from an album that came out in 1958. And the top comment on the original Genius page for the Frank Sinatra track is, "He's no Jordy Greep, SMH." So there we go. That's the legacy of that song on Genius now. I'm gonna give that like a solid 8. I think that was perfect for what it was going for. Again, not something that I would have listened to by myself, but listening to it right here, right now, I thought it was a wonderful experience. Really good stuff right there. And bro was belting out those vocals. So, let's get on to our next one, which is currently the final track that we have in the queue. So again, if you do send something, that will be the very next song we get to, but if not, this will be the closer for today's stream. This was sent in by L. Stevens. L. Stevens? It's one of those two. And it's, I'm going to go with Stevens. L. Stevens and JP on the beat. with DND. Okay. Is there a tip message for this one? There is not. So we are just going to be taking this song for what it is right here. Let's get into it. See what L. Stevens and JP on the beat have for us with DND. Ooh. Ooh.
Hey, put your phone on D, I don't want no distraction. You ain't even gotta ask, girl, I'm about that action. I'm finna show you things that you can't imagine. Girl, you know you fine as hell, I can't help but trashing. Look, shawty got that body, make him go crazy. I seen her do a dance, I'm like, oh, baby. They asking if she mine, I'm like, oh, baby. The way she looking at me, she looks so amazing.
Hey, like what you trying to do? Send me your location, baby, so I can find you. She said, how tall you think I am? I said, like, fine too. I think she got it from her mama, bet she fine too. Playing Jordan Brooks in the whip, it's a vibe. She be reading books at the crib, what I like. How she be a scholar, but she looks so good though. She don't like the club, I know a place that we could go. Come and get with me, baby, I'll show you how it get down. Any nigga trying to get at you, I make him skip town. See me in the city and they act like I ain't been known. She said I'm a dog, I said come and get this big bone. Heard they looking for me, but daddy already been home. Shout out to my bros, my brother, yeah, that's my big homes. If you my woman,
it's a fun track, I can't be mad at that.
Home. She asked me if I'm down for her, I said girl, I'm 10 toes.
Girl, I need you, I'm gonna please you, yeah. Open up, I'm gonna tease you, yeah. Just relax or I'll leave ya. I just wanna come see ya. Girl, I need you, I'm gonna please you, yeah. Open up, I'm gonna tease you, yeah. Just relax or I'll leave ya. I just wanna come see ya.
What do you mean it's not about Dungeons and Dragons? Sadly, it's about Do Not Disturb. Ooh, we didn't get the last line of it. Let me bring that back up on the screen. We missed out on just the last line, but I heard enough to know what was going on here. I think we got pretty much the full track, right? Let me just open it up to make sure there's not like a... Yeah, we would have got the full track. There's not like a second verse or anything on there. So that was pretty much it right there. I thought that was a pretty nice track. I mean, if you're playing D&D, you normally set your phone to DND, so fair enough, it's been done before, fair enough. So yeah, I thought this was a really smooth track. It sounded nice, there was some funny bars in there. I think the flow fit in really well with this kind of production. One minor thing I would say is that maybe the vocals, in my opinion... Oh, what we got there? Hey, thank you for that one, Eggshell. Much appreciated. All right, we have one more song at the moment. The vocals were maybe like slightly too loud, like just slightly. Maybe the volume could be turned down a little bit, but other than that, I still think it was nice for what it was. Yeah, simple, fun, and catchy, like Killjoy is saying right there. I think it was, again, this is another song that I would say is exactly what it needed to be. I don't think it needed to do any more than it did. It was perfect for what it was. I'm going to give that one a 7. It was fun. I had a good time with it. Yeah. Just got your donation in on time. Indeed, you did, Eggshell. Queue is still open at the moment, so, you know, even if we finish your track, I'll still be taking requests if more come in. So, with that being said, let me refresh and hop on to Eggshell's request right here. Shout out to all the eggs. Copycat Killer, Candy, and B the Rapper. So Eggshell is saying here, hi CDTV, you reacted to my song Troubled around Halloween, and I appreciated all comments and criticisms. I'm back with another song I released last Friday. It's called Copycat Killer, and I'd love to hear your feedback again. Thank you. I appreciate you sending this in, Eggshell. Do we have genius lyrics is my initial question. Okay, we don't, but it's all good. It's all good. We'll just go into it and see what we're thinking based off the sound alone. Oh, we do? Okay. I couldn't find them. Maybe I'm just a silly Billy, though.
a copycat killer, you don't know the ropes. And if you press
Ooh.
another problem, boy, I want that
Punchy
smoke.
drill
So
beat.
if I pull up on his block, I'm gonna drop that hoe. Cause he don't get the life I'm living, this is true psycho. This pussy keep on moving like he think he got it. I know my boys will get his order, there's no doubt about it. I don't got nothing left to prove, you can see the way I move. I got shooters on the go when they wanna let loose. See the fact about it,
Yeah, I can't seem to find the lyrics on Genius, but it's all good.
about it. Say those words you said in the beginning, you a pussy boy. You don't know a thing about me. All I'm really saying is that this life ain't for free. My ex went on vacation and got stomped out by a bigot. The second he got home, my boys went off in the embassy. Cause I don't like my exes, but they like the president. Date me for a year, I'll get that message sent. Nobody can touch you, nobody can breathe, nobody can fuck you, nobody like me. Cause once you're in, you're never out. My exes know it best. Cause when they have a problem, guess who they gon' turn to next? Use a copycat killer, you don't know the ropes. And if you press another problem, boy, I want that smoke. So if I pull up on his block, I'm gonna drop that hoe.
Nice sliding 808s.
This is true psycho. This pussy keep on moving like he think he got it. I know my boys will get his order, there's no doubt about it. I don't got nothing left to prove. You can see
All right, let's hear it.
on the go when they wanna let loose.
Think I've been looking for a reason just to lose my shit. I've been peaceful for too long, now I got this itch to drop a body, anybody, don't care who gets bit. The killer in me wants to put a new name on the list. I got no sympathy for your would-be kings, no you ain't fucking with me. My love is divinity, spit for infinity, bitch, I'ma tell it to you simply. Get fucked with the best, go ahead and study, you failed the test. This is my house and you are the guest, the beast will lead till nothing is left. Look at my past, they're going against me, no one can last. It was a blast, showing the heads that I put on the plat. Give me some pass, smoking the ops in the back. You wanna chime in to call me an ass? This is a fact, or back out of nothing until you get slashed and bash and trash. Get your ass out with the rest of the rats. Bitch, I'm all fuck winnable, battle ain't winnable. Shit is getting pitiful, like I'm your motherfucking pinnacle, feeling so invisible. Every verse I get like
Energy is
You know
great.
what it is, so God will forgive me for all of my sins. Showing the greatest before it all ends. Get no one too close to fuck with a kid.
Use a copycat killer, you don't know the ropes. And if
Damn.
you press another problem, boy, I want that smoke. So if I pull up on his block, I'm gonna.
Did you say that was your first time on a drill beat, Eggshell? This was my first time ever on a drill beat. I hope I did good. I think you sounded very at home on it. Like, it sounded very natural. I love that part where it was kind of like the stutter you had in your vocals before the 808 sort of like kicked back in. I thought that was really good, really smooth. And you just sounded at home on here. I think both of you guys did a great job on this beat. Drill is one of those things, I've talked about this before, but the sound can become very monotonous sometimes just because there's only so much you can do with drill. It's one of those styles that is very conventional and there's only so many directions you can take it in, unless you go like super creative with it and do something crazy that no one's ever heard before. It usually is quite conventional and sticks to the same sort of patterns and types of sounds and stuff like that. But this one worked. I think the beat was crazy energetic. It hit super hard. Loved the sort of sliding 808s on here. It's one of my favorite parts of drill beats. And yeah, I think that the rapping over it sounded great as well. Both of you guys fit into this beat really nicely. And I agree with you there. Yeah, that I got no sympathy for you would-be kings. That was one of your favorite parts to chop up. I think that matched the beat perfectly and was one of the things that just made you sound very at home on this one. That sounded great. So definitely keep it up, man. I think that was a banger. For your first time on a drill beat, executed really damn well. I'm going to give this one a solid 7 right here. There we go. That's a yeah to potentially end the stream with. Yeah. If anybody else wants to send anything in, let me know. But if not, we can have a stream end right here, which will be a pretty short one, but that's all good. Maybe next time I'll do a little discount one. Considering we're leading up to Christmas, you know, bring the prices down for one stream, you know, one day. Oh, it won't let you donate, Glitch Produce Music. If you refresh, it might work. Sometimes on Streamlabs, you just have to refresh and try again. Trying to send my song before unclogs off. If you refresh and try and send it through, it might work. Sometimes Streamlabs can be a little bit testy though. Could take a little bit to get it working. But yeah, I mean, I could wait a little second here to see if that does come through. And I also want to do that, you know, what I was telling you guys about the bad song roulette stream. I think I need to put together a playlist for that because I think that's going to be incredibly fun. Maybe I should do that one. I don't know if I'll do that before or after Christmas. Not too sure. We might, Looney, just because I could use the rest of the time that I've got today to finish up the 10 best hit rap songs of 2024 video. Because the sooner I can get that out, the better. You know, the sooner I get that out, the sooner that I can get to work on the 10 worst hit rap songs of 2024 list, which people always love that one, you know? And yeah, I think it'll be fun to do that bad song roulette playlist, but I'm going to need some suggestions in the Discord to put together a playlist of some of the worst songs out there. Mainly rap, but other genres will be accepted as well. Let me tell you guys what I've got on the list so far for the worst songs roulette playlist. Phone's being slow. It's old as hell by iPhone standards. This is an iPhone 11. All right. I'm quite a bit behind now. Which folder did I put this idea in? Okay. I've not got a lot of songs at the moment, right? So when I ask you guys in the Discord, you can suggest as many songs as you want to, but right now I've just written down some initial contenders that will be on there. Fly Soldier with Head, of course, that is going to be a horrible one to get in the roulette because it's 7 minutes long. Hobson, Happy Ending, Eminem Fact, Lil Xan Diamonds, and Ken Carson, Lose It. All bad songs from the streams, but we can also have bad songs that aren't from the streams. Even some that I've never heard before, we can have them in there because I want to try and make this playlist as long as possible. I think that will make things way more fun. So yeah, I guess that will be it for the paid request stream today. So, like I said, might do a second one maybe later on in this week, maybe Thursday. It kind of depends really on how soon I get my end of year lists done. Add Grippy, you're right, Alex. Yeah. I'm going to write that down. Wagwan Delilah as well. Just write down some ideas while they're fresh right here because I plan on making this playlist as stacked as possible so that there is, you know, basically the more songs we have, the more randomized it's going to be. And I think that's really where the fun of this idea comes from, is just the complete randomization. Thirsty Thursday. Oh my God. Yeah. AJR with Thirsty. That's the name of the song, right? It's Thirsty. Thirsty. Oh, do we have another request? Hold on. Hey, thank you for that one, Sailor. A Ken Carson track. Okay, we do have another song in the queue. All right. So, hey, maybe I should just kill time and talk about stuff in between requests. Real quick before we get into this one, because I was expecting to end the stream there, but the queue is still open, so we are going to listen to that. I will take a quick bathroom break before we do listen, because I have been drinking water like crazy on this stream, and if anybody else wants to send in stuff, they can, okay? If anybody else wants to be a queue saver, you could go for it, but if not, we will be closing on some Ken Carson, potentially. So, while I'm away, let me play you some of the Ken Carson tracks that I actually think are okay. You know, there are a couple that I like as well, Sailor. If this is from the Great Chaos Deluxe, then I won't have heard it, which I think it is. I've heard a Great Chaos, and there is some bangers on there. I will admit it. I don't think it's bad. I still have to do my worst rappers in the game for Ken Carson. But, yeah. I'll put a couple of these songs in a queue and take a very brief bathroom break. So you guys enjoy the music while I am taking it. And if you want to send in stuff, feel free. The queue is indeed still open. See you guys shortly.
Rockin' Magic City with 100 through the whole thing. I got rich before I turned 23 like LeBron James. Caught the bit the move saying, yo, just to switch lane. Caught the new SJ, yo, just to lose the brain. Caught the new jewels, this is Stephen Curry, tennis chain. 30-pointer every night, yo, me a bitch dropping 30-pointers. Taking flights, yo, with your bitch, we in Singapore. I'm the type of nigga, post your bitch, and you can't ignore. Now when everybody see that bitch, they like, oh, there go Ken Carson whore. Yeah, I get fly like a raven, but a nigga not in Baltimore. When you talk to me, you talking to money because I'm a walking ATM. Sold out tour, then they should've bought the stadium. She like, ain't you Ken Carson, ain't you X, yeah, that's I got guns bigger than these niggas, I can't never be scared of them. He was talking real tough to a nigga, shot that lit at him. I get higher than a UFO, bitch, I'm an alien. I just got this hoe from the Middle East, she Israeli. I just made 100,000 stuffed it in some Raver pants. I just got a paper cut from counting out this paper, man. I come through undressed in all black like I was Satan, man. I just made one call like Ken Nugent, ain't no saving him. And they like lonely, rich as fuck, I guess we should hate on him. But I get no fucks, I'm overseas and I did police my jeans, I caught a brand new hoe, she a freak, cause she tryna eat my team, Alex Murphy did my ring, I make her kiss my ring. Yeah, she suck me clean, I make her spit just like Listerine. Yeah, I put up in a ghost, baby, like a mystery. A real big dog, you ain't seen nothing as big as me. They say they get as paid as me, but I agree to disagree. Itching for that paper, money come to me. My trigger finger itching for a halo, and I'm finna squeeze. Rockin' Magic City with 100 through the whole thing. I got rich before I turned 23 like LeBron James. Caught the bit the move saying, yo, just to switch lane. Caught the new SJ, yo, just to lose the brain. Caught the new jewels, this is Stephen Curry, tennis chain. 30-pointer every night, yo, me a bitch dropping 30-pointers. Taking flights, yo, with your bitch, we in Singapore. Where the fuck my blunt? Where the fuck my cup? Where the fuck my wreath? I'm swinging on kids. I'm swinging on kids. You know I'm a cheaper. You know I'm a cheaper. I'm flying Jamaica eater. Big can, no need 4-5 long heater. Cat been 2-seater. This bitch said she was hungry and did dick what I feed her. I'm on the block serving unchanged. Yeah, 3 5s a reef. Yeah, you know I'm a keep. I be cheap. All these hoes some eaters. They be eating. Cut the lights out. We gon' pull up.
How we doing, everybody? I am back. So, we got another one from Vincenzic as well. Thank you for that. Okay, another couple songs on the queue. We're still going. We're still going. Queue's still open, and we shall continue. So, the next song we have is a request from Sailor that we got right before I went to take my bathroom break right here. It is Ken Carson with Leather Jacket, which is why I played some great Chaos tracks while I was away there. Sailor is saying, my favorite Ken Carson song, maybe you'll like it just because it's super hype. I don't know. To be fair, you know, A Great Chaos did take a little bit, like a couple listens to grow on me. I still don't love everything on there, but, you know, I definitely appreciate it more than when I first reacted to it on stream, and the Opium fans were very, 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 very upset. But I was a little bit unfair to it on that stream, I think, a little bit dismissive at first. So maybe this won't click for me immediately, I'll be honest, but we'll see if it does. So, Ken Carson, Leather Jacket. Thank you for this one, Sailor. Let's see how it goes. Produced by Perto. So the playlist will be a bad song roulette torture stream playlist, Vincenzic. Should be a lot of fun.
Leather jacket on like a bike. Clock on the seat, around strike. That my twin, that my kin, yeah, that my for life. I can't let no little bitch in, yeah, she get one night. I been rolling out the year, I'm tryna fight. She been lit, she out the here, she so enticed. I got hoes in Minnesota, I'm a fight. For whatever can you throw up on life?
He loves his Hans.
I can tell you feel some type of way about the look in your eye. I ain't never fall in love with you, but I tried. I asked you, do you love me, and you never decide. I don't care, the head of the damn still in your mouth, I tried. I ain't make a pill yet, yeah, but I'm strapped. Wax on, Mr. Me, yeah.
So it's interesting. So far, I wouldn't describe this track as hype. I would say this is a more sort of like chill banger so far.
Got piercings and tattoos on her back. My bitch naked, yeah, she don't wear no clothes when she around. People I deep don't tell nobody I put you down. You ain't fuck with me back then, but you fuck with me now. I evolved a bit, but I ain't switched up my sound.
Hey, thank you for another one, Eggshell.
He was 6 foot tall, now he's 6 feet in the ground. Fell in love with drugs, I fell in low pints and pounds. Yeah, cause when I need you, yeah, you know where to be found. Yeah, and when you need me, I'm always around. Every time you see me, you know that I'm bound to put on that stuff. Leather jacket on like a bike. Clock on the seat, around strike. That my twin, that my kin, yeah, that my for life. I can't let no little bitch in, yeah, she get one night. I been rolling out the year, yeah, I'm tryna fight. She been lit, she out the here, she so enticed. I got hoes in Minnesota, I'm a fight. For whatever can you throw up on life?
Yeah, I'd say that's more in the chill region of Ken Carson. Like, it adds like loud kicks and 808s, but the overall vibe of it is relatively mellow outside of the drums, especially with Ken Carson's delivery. You see, when I think like hype Ken Carson, what I think of is probably like Fighting My Demons. Like, this is hype Ken Carson to me.
Where the fuck my blunt? Where the fuck my cup? Where the fuck my reef? I'm swinging on kids. I'm swinging on kids.
Either that or like Me and My Cup, where it's like,
It's just me and my company beats. Dark shadow all on my reef. VVS all on my wrist.
whereas this was like, it had like drums that were kind of hype, but I feel like the overall melody was pretty mellow, and Ken Carson was pretty low key as well. This song I think was okay. You know, I didn't hate it, but I think it was a very kind of, at this point, standard Ken Carson song that was relatively decent, but nothing that I was too crazy about. I'd probably give this track like a... I'd say I'd give it like a... I can't tell if it's a 5 or 6 for me. It's somewhere in that region. We'll go with the 6 for now. I think it was like decently enjoyable, just nothing too crazy from him.
Nice.
You know, I feel like it's it definitely wouldn't say that it's my favorite from the sort of Great Chaos era compared to what my favorites are from that project. And to give you an idea of that, I mean, my favorites from this project are Me and My Cup, Singapore, Fighting My Demons, and Jennifer's Body is solid. That's like my favorite tracks from the album. Whereas this one, I think it was solid, but nothing too crazy for me personally. Killjoy saying, I don't know, from what I heard so far, Ken Carson is always the biggest problem of his own songs. Like, the beats can be great, like this one, but Ken just takes away all the energy from the track, in my opinion. He can definitely take a little while to grow on you, not necessarily saying that is going to happen, but yeah, that's definitely how I felt about him early on, Killjoy, and I could kind of see it with this track a little bit as well. He didn't add a crazy amount to the song, I don't feel like. He was just kind of standard Ken Carson on here for me, which at this point isn't terrible, but also not mega interesting for me. So yeah, I didn't love it, Sailor, but you know what? I respect if you do. Still not bad. I didn't hate it either. So the next one we got in the queue right here, 2 more tracks left at the moment. This is from Vincenzic. I am familiar with this one.
Hello?
I put in D-Bang's Thick to find this, I swear. You sure you didn't type the whole thing, Vincenzic? Are you sure? Let me actually, I hope he hasn't unsent it. There was a DM that D-Bang sent me like years ago. Let me see if I can find it. I didn't respond to it because I didn't see it until like way later. Okay, yeah, can I show this on camera? I think I can show this on camera. Oh, thank you for that one, Bob. Much appreciated. All right, let me show you the DM that D-Bangs sent me in April 2019. Okay? There is no other message. It is just this image that he sent me. Is the camera gonna focus? That's it. That's literally it. That is SpongeBob, by the way. And I didn't respond because I didn't see it. I didn't check my Instagram DMs or my Instagram DM requests until like years later. So I've just never responded to it. But yeah. D-Bang sent me that years ago. About 5 years ago now. Just SpongeBob about to pull it out. So there's a fun fact for you guys. And with that being said, let's hop into his track right here. I have heard this one. I think it genuinely has a good flow despite being a meme track. But yeah, let's get into it. What would you even respond to that? Yeah, I also didn't really know what to say, Vincenzic, to be quite honest with you. So let's listen to this right here.
Hello?
Hey.
Yes, you've reached Thick Niggas Incorporated. How may I direct your call? I need me a thick nigga, but no homo though, cause that's that gay shit. Nigga, as long as I say
Did he do am I misremembering, or did he do a Genius Verified video for this? Maybe I'm misremembering.
no homo is not gay, right? Absolutely right, sir. Anime bitches, I look at her titties, then I take her home and we count up these 50s. I come to your city, I sneak in your chimney, I tickle her kidney, and then I watch Disney. I love me some hentai, I go on X videos. Bitch, I'm D-Bang, stick my dick in your Cheerios. Bitch, I'm D-Bangs, I might fuck my computer. I whip out my dick, then pull up on my shooter. I tickle your booty, and then I get neutered. I know I'm a loser, I tickle your tumor. I find me a bitch that got
What
no
does that
sense of
mean?
humor. It's low, come stand, I'm the booty consumer. I take off her shoe and then do the maneuver. And if she act tough, I might whip out the Luger. You know I'm with Kia, I go to Ikea. She soft like a cheetah, she from Costa Rica. Hey, little mama, come through, get respected. She take off her shoe, I take out my erection. I suck on her middle toe, don't use protection. Can't call me poppy, I teach her a lesson. I only eat ass, it's a pussy oppression. You swear that she loyal, yo bitch in my mention. I whip out my dick paint and fits like Picasso. I suck on her toes, then I'm out like yo Chapo. I look at her booty hole, eat it like tacos. I respect our women, she better not swallow. She touch on my cockpit, I put it on auto. Suck toes and eat ass, that's the D-Bongo model. I cuff me a kid, then write her a song. She take off her shoe and I take off that thong. I whip on my dick, she said, baby, what's wrong? Girl, nothing, I'm about to smash like I'm King Kong. Poppy go harder, I nutted a while back. Bitch, I'm D-Bangs, I ball hard like the Wildcat. Ain't talking about Troy, she take out a toy, cause my dick was too small for her to enjoy. I meet with the mom, yeah, kid so bomb. I whip on my weenie on Pornhub.com. Swag, swag, swag.
Hey. The flow is clean though, you can't deny the flow. I remember this song, yeah. This was kind of like a sort of meme rap song of the 2017, 2018 SoundCloud era. You know, it was sort of taking that style with the very carefree sound to it, the very amateurish sound, and then throwing these kind of lyrics in there. And honestly, it's kind of fun, all right? I'm not too mad at it. I had fun with it. 6 out of 10 average meme rap, nice beat. It's honestly not that bad as a meme rap song. I think the flow is pretty solid. Some of the lyrics are genuinely a little bit funny if you ask me. The way he words things on this is just ridiculous, and I think that kind of makes it work. I give it like a 6. It's not the best song ever, but I had fun with it, to be honest.
Nice.
It's just a little bit of silly, goofy fun. And is there anything wrong with a little bit of fun and a little bit of whimsy in life? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hey, little mama, come through, get respected. It's fun enough, you know? Maybe sounds a bit dated at this point, but I remember having a good time listening to this back in the day. So, next request that we got right here, our second last one at the moment, but we've had a lot of last and second last requests so far today, so we will see if it continues regardless. This one is from Eggshell. Okay. Never Told, Kiss of Death. Interesting. So, okay, title's just confusing me slightly here. This is Never Told from the album Kiss of Death, and then the artist is Be the Rapper. I believe that is what is going on here. Eggshell is saying, oh, I need to refresh to see the message here. Hold on. Eggshell is saying, the Silence of the Lambs sample I did on here was crazy. There's no way you won't go back for another listen. Okay, I like the confidence. Silence of the Lambs sample is cool. So let's see what we get right here. Thank you for sending this in.
Bad joke in Kansas City homicide. They said, this one likes to skin his humps.
There's the sample.
Removes their skins. Agent Starling, throw me with your acumen.
It excites him. Most serial killers keep some sort of trophies from their victims.
I didn't.
No, you ate yours.
Ain't nothing left except broken bones. I might go deaf from your fucking tone. Please shut that down, leave me alone. Been known to sin, now it's hell I roam. Man, I used to be humble to give a fuck no more. I deserve the attention when I put on my show. Bitch, I called all lies from about grade 6, and I've been great since I put the flows down. They blowing on my phone now. I don't hear shit that be coming out of yo mouth. Name it through the whole town. From nothing to something, the king who stole the crown. This clown think he gonna do better. There is a bar and you clearly don't measure. You'll enter the center of heaven the second you question my skill in this goddamn sector. I would say I'm sorry, but bitch, I am not. I turn up the party, so my shit is on. And fuck with my posse, cause bitch, we too hot. I pop in Sir James, we ain't ghosts, we is gods. I send the receipts to the block.
A little bit off time with my heart.
We'll start your squad. Skills are unbearable, don't make this shot. You get one chance, and don't miss your shot. It's beat.
You still wake up sometimes, don't you? Wake up in the dark.
Okay, just in and out with a quick verse, I guess. Is there going to be anything else in here?
You think if you save poor Catherine, you could make them stop, don't you? You think if Catherine lives, you won't wake up in the dark ever again. To that awful reaping of the lambs.
Hey. I feel like there's something in my tooth there. Okay, a solid track. I feel like that one was pretty quick. If there's one thing I had to say for that one, it's that I wish there was a little bit more to it, because I think the verse was pretty solid, but it almost felt like the majority of the track was the Silence of the Lamb sample, which, you know, it was cool. It definitely set an atmosphere and set a vibe with the production. The only sort of downside to me was the shortness of it and how quick the verse felt compared to everything else that was within the track, because it was such a short song. You know, the verse was pretty solid, had this nice sort of aggressive rap delivery that I think worked pretty well with your voice. Just the main issue I had was the length of this one being quite a bit shorter. I would have liked it to be a little bit longer personally. I don't know if there was limitations with the length that the beat already was, to be fair. Although I don't know, did you self-produce it or did you get the beat somewhere else? I see Eggshell. I mean, it's cool that there is a story behind it, to be fair. It was definitely just a verse. My little cousin passed away in 2021, and the last verse he ever wrote was to that beat. I got his permission from his mom to use some of the verse, so I tried to honor what he had down and made sure not to overextend it to where it's not him anymore. Okay, in that case, I see the purpose of it. That does make sense. And rest in peace to your cousin as well. I'm sorry to hear about that. I guess that does make sense right there. Yeah, so I guess the main thing for me was just listening to it without the context. I do feel like the sample kind of was maybe a bit too much of the focus. So because of that, I will give the track around a 6. I think it was good, but like the verse itself, I did like it. I did like it. I just wish it was more of the track, but I can see now why it isn't more. Nice. I guess basically saying I get why that isn't more of it now. Just without that context going into it, that's kind of how I was feeling, but I respect the reasoning behind it. Killjoy saying pretty nice, good flows, great energy, reminds me a little bit of something off of Taboo. I will say the sample took a little too much runtime in my opinion. I mean, yeah, there was good flows and nice energy in there as well. I feel like a sort of aggressive rap delivery can be a little bit harder to pull off sometimes and make it sound good and make it sound not forced. And I think this was a good example of making it sound natural and not forced. It sounded pretty solid for your voice. So I did like that. I did like that. There was definitely quite a few good points to it, if you ask me. Hey, for sure, Eggshell. Thank you for sending it in. Always gonna be honest, and yeah, I just appreciate you sending it regardless. There was something I was gonna check, but I completely forget what it was now. I actually can't remember. Well, with that being said, let's get on to what is once again currently our last song in the queue. And once again, the queue is still open, so we'll see if it gets extended anymore. But if not, we will be closing it with some Paul Wall. Let's see how it goes. Codeine Heartbreak featuring Chris Wall. Oh wait, is this like a family member or something? Are they related, Paul Wall and Chris Wall? I need to find this out real quick. And this is from 2014, it seems. Or do they just both happen to have Wall as the... Oh, it's his wife. Oh. Interesting. Okay, I'm curious to see how this goes in that case. So, this was sent in by Bob. And Bob is saying right here, I think I have a candidate for good nostalgia bait in a rap song. This song is another use of Jolene, okay, I was thinking that sounded familiar, by Dolly Parton, but it's about Paul Wall telling a story about his lean addiction, and I believe his wife is doing the hook. Oh, okay. So it's kind of like what Moneybagg Yo would do on Waukesha. It's kind of a similar kind of concept. Jolene, but this is codeine. So let's see how it goes. Curious to hear this.
Codeine, 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 codeine. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Hey, wait, why is that kind of hard though? I'm begging of you, please don't. Wait. I didn't realize how well that would kind of flip the concept, but it takes Jolene, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man, and turns it into codeine, I'm begging of you, please don't take my man, as in, please don't take him deeper into addiction, or please don't kill him because of his addiction. It's simple, but it's a pretty clever flip if you ask me, and I didn't think it would be.
I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
That's actually slick.
I fell in love too fast, I should've took it slow. Who'da thought you'd break my heart and take all my dough? Head over toe, I just couldn't say no. I met you when I was 12 on the bathroom shelf. I had a cold and the doctor sent you over for help. He told me that I should
So a bit of an extended metaphor a little bit as well here in the verse.
Through all the cold weather. Summer came soon enough and I was left alone. You didn't say goodbye, you just ran out and was gone. I should've knew right then that you was no good. I couldn't help but brag about you to my boys in the hood. I told them that you were thick and smell like perfume, and you were sweeter than any pineapple in Cancun. Time kept slipping as the months rolled on, and I dreamed about the day that you'd be back in my home. It was hard times alone, living amongst drama. Domestic chaos forced a teenager into trauma. Around October, as the weather got colder and I was getting older, I just needed me a shoulder to lean on.
Hold on, Paul Wall got bars?
Weather had me catching a cold, and no, I didn't need a sweater. I just needed something better. The doctor said it was you. I've been dreading the day I went to romances through. Your favorite hue is purple. Damn, you so thick. If we separated too long, I get love sick. As the years pass by, my love been on the low. Now you're hanging with rappers all up in them videos, but they don't need you like I do. They just using you. I'm losing you to everyone abusing you. When I ain't with you, my stomach hurt and body ache. These little pains are giving me more than I can take. Ain't lately you been hanging out west, cause the news in Texas said you caused a couple deaths. But I can't believe that you're just too sweet. When I'm with you, we relax all day and sleep. Seem like I'm getting lazy and you're
I
making
love
me
an
fat,
extended
but the
metaphor
time I
song,
spend
man.
with you is worth all that. All my friends are getting jealous cause I keep on obsessing with you. I lied to my wife and told her I stopped messing with you. For some reason I can't let you go. Every second that I'm with you make the world move slow.
The song being with his wife makes it work even better as well.
Hang out all night, share a cup of Sprite and dro. But now you're all business and you're so high price, and my lady getting suspicious while I'm gone all night. She told me that she would leave if I use you again, so I've been hanging with your kin, known as Vicodin. Baby, it's genetic, my dad love heroin. This addiction is strong and the walls are narrowing in. You're making me depressed, I don't know what to do, and I'm immune to you, so I keep getting the flu. Every time I walk away, you keep calling me back. I never thought a pint of codeine would cost me a stack, but you cost more than that. I'm losing myself and I'm losing my family and my health. I need help.
Codeine, 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 codeine. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
Something about that being his wife on the hook, I think, makes it hit just on an extra layer, because it's like she's literally talking about her man. Like, please don't take my man. Ooh. Not gonna lie, that was better than I was expecting it to be. I didn't really know what to expect because I haven't listened to, I think, any solo Paul Wall music, or maybe just like a song here and there. This was very clean, very clever, and well put together. Yeah, I would say that's good nostalgia bait. Because that's something that you say it out loud and it can sound like a kind of corny concept, right? It's like, oh, you take Jolene by Dolly Parton, but you make it codeine. But it actually made for a pretty clever flip on the hook, sort of recontextualizes it in a different way with I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. And then Paul Wall had a whole extended metaphor verse where he was talking about his relationship with codeine. And I think it had a lot of really like strong, impactful bars about it. I didn't really know he had the storytelling chops like that, but it worked really well. Like, my assumption of what Paul Wall's music would be is just like very smooth southern rap, that kind of vibe that doesn't really say anything like all that crazy, but it's just cool to listen to. But here I'm seeing that there's content in here too, and I think it was pulled off pretty effectively and was well written. It had some good storytelling and just good writing to it. That one I'd give it like I'd give that an 8. It's a flip that worked way better than I thought it would. I didn't think it would work that well.
Ooh, that's good.
And again, I think it just adds that extra little emotional layer to it, having it be his actual wife that is delivering the chorus right there. I just think that adds on to it so much. So yeah, I think that was really cool. Thank you for sending that one in, Bob. I think that was a really cool track. So, are we officially at the end of the queue now for today? We might be. We might be. Which, you know, it's still 3.5 hours. That's not that bad. That's still a relatively nice full stream. And the most important thing is that I got a few ideas from it today. It might be Joe Verlooney. We'll give it like a couple minutes to see if anything else does come in. But if it doesn't, that's cool too, you know. But now I've got an idea of making a little maybe highlight video of like maybe the best songs I've heard this month from my streams from like viewers and stuff like that, or something along those lines, because it would be good to, one, highlight the streams more, and two, highlight those artists more, because, you know, more people will watch a video than a stream. That's just like definitely gonna happen. So that could be a cool thing to do, little highlight video. And also the bad song roulette stream, I think will be a lot of fun. So yeah, bad song roulette stream, the reset stream, I'm either gonna do that later on this week or later on next week. If it's next week, of course, it will be after Christmas, because the paid request Monday next week is going to be the 23rd. And like I said, I'm considering doing a second paid request stream this week, maybe Thursday. Again, it depends when I have my 10 best hit rap songs list ready to upload. Maybe Thursday we'll do a little discount stream, a little 20% off, something like that. And that could be a lot of fun as well, because I did do a discount stream before, and that was very fun. I think a lot of people enjoyed it, and I think it would be good to do it around this time of year. I think it makes sense. You know, it's almost like a little Christmas special, if you will, just a week out from it. So I guess that will be it for the queue today. Let me have a little sip of my water. A bit of a shorter one today, but still a lot of fun and a lot of great music that we got to hear today. I think I could probably actually name my favorite tracks from today, because I can remember them with it being a shorter one. I can remember what my favorites were in here. The Naomi track might be like my hands down favorite. As far as I can remember, it's the only one I gave a 9 today, and I think it's absolutely deserving of that. That was a wonderful experience. Really has me wanting to listen to her album, because I think it sounded great. What else did I really like in here? I mean, this Paul Wall track was great that we just listened to. I love the Joey Valence and Bray, Baddest Batter. That was great as well. Asham's track was really cool. Only issue I had with that was like the phone recording quality, but he was aware of that. Yeah, there's just a lot of cool stuff here today. Would that make it a Thirsty Thursday stream? Now hold on, Killjoy. Let's not say that, all right? Let's not say it's a Thirsty Thursday stream. We don't have to make that a thing, okay? Tag you honestly, if you don't mind checking your notifications. Hey, no problem, DFG. Definitely give that a look. So with that being said, that will be the end of today's paid request stream, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, a bit of a shorter one today, but still got a few hours out of it, so I still had a good time, and I should still have time to do a little bit of editing today and be one step closer to uploading the top 10 best hit rap songs of 2024, which also brings us a step closer to the top 10 worst hit rap songs of 2024, which is gonna be a banger. Can you set up the thread in Discord for the roulette? Yeah, sure. I'll put it in the same part, same section where I post the entry suggestions. I'll put that there as well, and I'm sure you guys will fill up that playlist super fast to the point that I'll basically have it ready for that stream. It's gonna be a blast. I'm really looking forward to it. So I think that's my plan, just so you guys know the sort of upcoming schedule for streams. Paid request Monday next week, as per usual. Might be a second paid request stream on Thursday, maybe Friday this week at a discount. And then, okay, let me do it in order, because that's confusing. Second paid request stream possibly this week, Thursday or Friday, discount one. Next paid request stream after that will be Monday the 23rd, and then I might do the bad song roulette torture stream after Christmas. Maybe a couple days after, a few days after, something like that. And then Monday the 30th is our final paid request stream of the month. That is how the schedule is looking as I have it planned at the moment. But again, all of this is dependent on how fast I can get out my top 10 end of year lists as well, which I've got 4 of them to do. So I just got to get cracking on those. So yeah, with that being said, thank you very much for watching the stream today, guys. Thank you to everybody who sent stuff in, and I will see you all in the next one. Listen to Mira and go join the Discord. All right, we're at 600 plus members over there now. So yeah, thank you very much for joining in today, guys. Thank you everybody who sent stuff in, everybody who watched and just participated by commenting in the live chat. All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time it may be for you guys. And I will see you all in the next one. This is your boy, CDTV Productions, signing out. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Peace out.